what should we do? All the jokes have become the news. Take the black pill they're prescribing you. Game over. Game over. Game over. Game over. There is nothing to say, nothing you can do. The government and media just lie to you. Sit back and laugh, it's overdue. Game over. Game over. Game over. Game over. The host is a cripple, he can't stand gravity or the man. Game over. Game over. Game over. Game over. The show is the chat Johnny doesn't understand. We don't care what he has planned. Game over. Game over. Game over. Game over.
All right, we're going to try and do this thing. We are going to attempt to do a show. Fuck so and every creature that crawled out of it. What? Oh, that's right. I can't do that. The frickin' the Stream Deck thing isn't quite working the way it's got to do. I got to do it all by hand now. What is fuck so? I don't know what that is. I don't know. We're going to try and do a show today until, go until 4:30 if we're lucky. I was going to try and go out, but God, do I not want to do that. So, I did what any responsible cripple would do. I called my mom and I gave her a grocery list and I said, I'll give you money. Just go buy these things. Bishop, hello, Johnny. Glad to hear you're getting a new PC. Yeah, I have wanted a new PC. I have very much wanted a new PC. Not happy about how I have to go about getting it. But it's, and I say that like a very Jewish mom complaint. Like, I wanted one. I've been hoping. I've been praying. I've been squirreling away money like a whore. And then I went and I got this one. I'm paying more for it than I want to because of the way I'm acquiring it, and I know that. But that's life. The plus side, and the part I keep reminding myself of, this PC will absolutely work perfectly for the next couple months while I'm paying it off and saving up money to fix Kazuma here. So we'll have them both. In the long run, I shall have both PCs. And if I can convince an adorable little Canuck to stay with me, then she can use one. And so then life goes great. Do it live, says Phil Simoles. I thought we were live. This isn't live? Do they have Instacart in Minnesota? I don't think so. It's worth a check. The FPS going great. So literally, if I don't have Digger on, my computer, as it's currently saying, can do the thing. But it did. I can't be certain, because if it crashed after spoiler alert, after I get done with Aaron in the morning, I take at least 30 minutes to myself. Kind of a woo-saw moment. Just get the stress out, just woo-saw. So think it reset in that time, because it seems like it did, but I don't know. So we're gonna try and do a show. The plan is the PC goes down, we'll try and come right back. If we can't come right back, we're for the rest of the week is kind of the deal. But hopefully it'll be fine. Pins and needles, $20 from Lab Glass. Let me thank you, sir, for that on the PayPal or the Rumble chat. Can't keep my brain straight. I'm going to ring a little cowbell just for that because a huge contribution from our buddy Labglass. Thank you, Labglass, so much. Moo. I just dropped it. All right, I'll have to pick that up. Digger said she'd join us in the chat, but I have not seen her. And I'm also supposed to check Venmo and, what is it? Check your butt and Venmo. But for the cure? Aaron better get me that $20 he said that he was going to get me because, you know, I'm buying the booze. Oh, he did. Never mind. He totally did. All right. So that's the thing. Yeah. Did you mean PayPal instead of Venmo? Because why did my PayPal go vuv? Add a photo to your... No, I don't want to add a photo to my... So no, it's Venmo. I'm sure he's right. It's the Venmo. Then I got to go here. Well, Spankalicious, thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Hiya, friends, says Digger. Hi. Hi. Like a Bush song, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. So let's see. I gotta take all of that Venmo off of the goal. So how does that work? All right, let's pull up the calculator and do it this way. Scary when the calculator takes as much time as it does. So we're on the 12th. So minus 15 puts us at 135. All right, so then that puts us on Tuesday the 13th. All right, Tuesday the 13th. Wednesday the 14th. Thursday the 15th. We're on Thursday the 15th with a $60 goal. That is awesome. All right, let's put that in there. Boop, and save it. Save it like a tailspin. All right, nope. We gotta take. I'm making sure to take pictures of this stuff to keep it backed up in case my computer suddenly crashes. I can be like, hey, I'm taking pictures of my prep sheet stuff. So even if it doesn't, I've got it backed up every way I can think of, and we are backing this up like crazy. So thank you very much, Labglass. Hiya, friends. Hey, Digger, good to see you. I got to grab the other chats. I am late to the party getting everything ready because I prepped the show while my daughter was down here, which meant I couldn't really play a whole lot unless I played it through headphones. So I was listening to stuff through headphones. But I prepped the show, and then I had to get ready, and she had to go back upstairs. So getting that all to happen took more time than I thought. But what are you going to do? Your videos. There we go. I'll figure this out eventually. And while I'm doing all this, I'm checking the FPS. It's really not having too much issues loading. So how are you, Johnny, says Isaac. Well, I'm doing good. We're hanging in there. We've got a new PC that is going to solve all of my PC issues coming in on Saturday. And I've got it set up in a way that I can take care of it. Oh, I thought I muted this stuff. I've got it set up in a way that I can take care of it. Perfect. I've got it set up in a way that I can take care of it without having to... Jelly for the Smelly, the Oz deal. Can I go to Oz too? What's the Oz deal? I don't know what we're talking about. Let's pop this one out. Pop out the chat. All right. I'm so sorry. I try to have all these up before we start the show. And today, failing miserably at that solely because... Just my daughter's home. I don't get to see her in the middle of the day. So, I mean, granted, I had to prep a show, so she got to sit on the other side of my wall of monitors and watch TV and have fun and talk to me. But I had to hang back, man. All right, where's this one? We got to get to this one. The stream manager. There we go. No Digger, I'm Trigger. What? Oz gets 50% of the over on the goal. On the days he's there. on the days he's there, Jelly for the Smelly. Did they go over on the... They don't go over on the goal while I'm there. So if we gave me the Oz deal, we would have to go over on the goal when I'm there, because that's the Oz deal. When he's there, not like when, like one of my days, like literally when I'm there. So I'm 7 to 10, so that's the window, and I'm sure Aaron would have zero problem giving me the Oz deal if we beat the daily goal during my time. But you know what? I don't want to count people's money. I'm not a money counter. I need to survive, and when things aren't, like when I'm not earning the right kind of wage, that's me. That's on me to take care of, kind of deal. But I don't think like other people, like, you need to make sure this guy pays you because he pays this person this. Like, no. And I appreciate the concern. It's honestly, you're a mensch. But how about we just worry about that when we have like a reason to, and that reason being, I give a shit. Like if I'm working for a wage, whether you think it's high, low, or you're indifferent, it's not up to you. It's up to me. So, I mean, stop counting my money. Mostly because you remind me how little of it I have. But yeah, you know, it is what it is. Johnny just said that his welfare is being given to Somalis. I am, Brian. I am. Well, no, I'm not sad about that. Let me be clear. I'm angry. I am angry about that. And here's why. Because I've always carried a healthy amount of white guilt for being white trash. It's just something I feel like responsible white trash should feel a touch of shame. And I've been white trash my whole life. And so I've always felt that touch of shame. Now I'm seeing people on the same systems and the same handouts that all of us white trash people were on. And then they're defrauding the stuff. No shame. Not even a little. Pisses me off. Can't take it. Want them to get socked in the face with a sock full of quarters. I don't know, something excessive. Johnny, so the new PC will be here in time for Deadpool. Nice. Yes, the new PC will be here in time for Deadpool. It'll be here in time to stream me playing Deadpool. The new PC will have a couple of faster component settings that'll allow me to do a project I've been working on. Brian knows about because he helped me a lot in getting the groundwork going to start it. But a project I've been wanting to work on. That's all going to go super duper swimmingly, and I can't wait. It's going to be awesome. Not thrilled about the way it all came together, but not thrilled about getting a PC that's air-cooled as opposed to liquid-cooled, and not thrilled about losing the Bluetooth. However, those costs balance out, again, the way we're doing it, because I'm a poor, broke white boy who can't afford to just flat-out buy a new PC. How much RAM? It's got 32 gigs of DDR4 RAM. 32 gigs DDR4. So, I mean, it's got 32 gigs DDR4. It's got 2 slots. I can upgrade to 64 at the drop of a hat as long as I just get 2 more of the same style, speed, and not frequency. What is it, hertz or whatever? So as I get 2 more of the same memory, I can pop those in there and insta-double. And it's DDR4, which means I know I can get single stick 32 gigs. So I could just get 2 32s and bam, no Bluetooth. Damn. I thought about that. You can slap water cooling on it later if you want to, but there ain't a huge difference nowadays. Well, here's the thing that I thought about the water cooling. Actually, you know what? Screw it. Let's go show you the baby. Let's show you the picture. We'll show you what we're doing. Where are we at? Where are we at? There we go. There we go. Don't want it. All right. Let's do it this way. So here's what we're looking at. Where's the web browser? Boom. There we go. Here's what we're looking at. Here's our baby. And it's much wider than my PC, and it's an open air system, but there's a lot of air in it. It's got this weird forced air system on what I'm guessing is a giant heatsink. And yeah, so it's got fans so big they make me feel inferior. So it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Fine. At least to work for the next few months, we fix the one we have, and we have two. And we can do even more stuff. RGB has to be a thing, doesn't it? They all have that now. Brazilian, huzzah, tax write-offs, right? Digger, la 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 la, go fuck your mom. Exactly. Oh, wait, is that what you were saying to Officer Krupke? Where are you hiding today, Digger? All right, so I have to clue people in on this inside joke. So Digger and I hang out online a lot when either one of us has free time and the other as the other person does. And so we will do a lot of different things. We'll watch stuff. She'll tell me about different things and conspiracy theories, and maybe we should add reading to the list so Digger can start doing that more. I do a lot of like show streaming and game streaming, so she can enjoy those activities. I've been playing Final Fantasy 14, and when you end every fight, it's and I kept saying, and it became a mantra for me, like ba 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 ba, fuck your mom. And now she does it too, and I love it. She's not a Final Fantasy person. She's never really seen Final Fantasy 14 or any of them. I think she saw Advent Children. She's not really she hadn't seen Final Fantasy 7. She doesn't really know a lot of it, but yeah. There you go. The victory theme in Final Fantasy now comes with the lyrics "fuck your mom" because of me for Digger. I'm gonna start my workout. Ring the bell so I can let you in. I don't think he's allowed to cross the border. Again, he wants to arrest you as soon as you're on American soil, and that hasn't happened yet. A lot of rainbow for a straight guy, says Brian. Actually, in that picture, that's because that's the way they're set in that picture. I'm gonna be honest. I hope they don't glow. My current PC has the RGB thing, but it's set to red. So, like, spoiler alert, if I get a say in this, it's going to be set to red. It's going to be 4 red rings of death. 6 red rings of death glowing in that computer, which you would think I wouldn't want to do given the connotation of the red ring of death. But fuck it. At least today's show hasn't started with gay talk. Well, we're only 22 minutes in. It's a bit early. They will glow like the lab glass cure, says Big. No, not necessarily. I don't know that the lab glass cure glows. You know what I just realized? What if that is a really weird motherboard built up from the side of the computer so it just airs out more? That might be a thing. I don't know. Anthony Joshua has been took home by UK officials. Are people still saying that Anthony Joshua like the accident was a hit job? Are people still like running that narrative that he was trying to be hooked? Brian saying that would be fucking stupid. It would, but here's where I land on it. Too late to change it now. We already done bought the thing, so let's hope. Let's get a good look at the side. No. Motherboard's mounted to the side. It's just the picture angle. Here, let me get you back over to the web browser. Yeah, just, I don't know what all of this is about. Oh, wait, maybe you can't upgrade the RAM. It might only, that can't be, because that would be that size. Well, no, that's a full-size motherboard, and the computer case is bigger. It's a full-size case. Does it only have the 2 sticks? Then I'd have to buy 2 32s to upgrade it. Either way, it starts with 32. 32 is good enough. 32 is a great baseline. And we'll worry about upgrading the RAM after we get a new PC. Alrighty. It's a massive fucking heatsink. Air heatsinks are huge. Dummy has never seen air cooling Tardo. I've never seen a heatsink that big. Don't clip that. I've never seen it That's for the big floppy disks to be inserted. Oh, thank God we're bringing them back. I was worried. I've got a whole box of them in the other room. Are you using Brian as a loan shark? No. It's all above board. It's all legit. Any one of you could do it. It's just it's going to cost you more on the back end, and that's Shitty but understandable. I have to take this phone call. I'm so sorry. Oh, wait, no, I can't. Never mind. This is not who I thought. I'll text her and remind her once again. I don't know how many. I've told this person multiple times because they call me during my show that I do a show from 1 to 4:30. Google Messages. Oh. Let's it's you know what? We'll put it this way. The audience can hear me say this as we type to text. It's Tuesday, and the current time is 1:25 p.m. I am doing a show and cannot take phone calls at this time. If it's very pressing, please leave a message. And if it's life-threateningly urgent, send a text and then call 911. I hope you're well. That should solve it. Remember when the Red Rings of Death had that 360? Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's, again, fucking gotta shave. Yeah, no, dude, that's, like I said, that's kind of the irony of my current PC with the rings, because it's the red rings of... it looks autistic, like a PC. How can you tell? I can't tell the ethnicity. I assume every computer's Chinese. You forgot the love Johnny at the end of that message. Well, it wasn't Digger, so I had it 3 times. I had what? I had one red ring of death. I had one red ring of death that I was able to like heat warp through, but that was a very short lifespan. And then my friend gave me his refurbished Xbox 360, the white ones. And I popped the face off of my second ring of death, and I popped it on there, and it was good. Rusty's Duck Security is greater than Norton Security. Actually, yeah, dude, this is the last official week. Well, I suppose next week is officially the last week. Rusty's Duck Security, because of the holiday season, kind of gets split because, you know, we did like 2 days last week and we're doing like 4 days this week, so they get like an extra day overall when you do the math. But our sponsor for the last month, the holiday month, has been nobody better than Rusty's Duck Security. And so if you need something secured, whether it's Christmas presents, in-laws, family recipes, or maybe a small Guatemalan country, nobody's better than Rusty's Duck Security. Rusty's Duck Security. Sometimes they're always watching. Oh, you like red rings? I can help with that also. If you're worried about Johnny's money, donate now. Thank you, Labglass, for the $5. Who's worried about my money? Who's worried about my money? We'll be all right. I don't even have to cut out my my medicinal herb stuff, though I've cut way back because like I should be due for a reorder any day now, and I'm like, but I'm not really, and I'm kind of not worried about it. I'm kind of like, Oh, what's in my shopping cart? I want to trash that. All right. All righty. So, yes, I could have actually bought a second one of the PCs I had, and it wouldn't. But back to the Bluetooth thing. The reason I don't care about the Bluetooth thing, like, I only have one device that uses the Bluetooth feature right now, and it has a wireless tag for being cordless. And then other than that, like game controllers, all of my game controllers, I never play a game going, oh no, let me stop and change the batteries. I'm old school. Hook me up with a Razer Wolverine Ultimate corded. It's got a 40-yard cord. Not really 40 yards, but it's long as shit. It's got a long-ass cord. I'm going to stay plugged in. That's my mantra with Digger. Sometimes I'm always watching, says Officer Krupke. And, you know, one of these days, that's going to bite her in the ass. One of these days, Magellan. Right in the pooper. Alrighty. You can always buy a USB Bluetooth dongle. I mean, yeah, I could. St. Caesar, you're absolutely right. Yeah, I could. But I don't care. Here's what I do care about. Way better graphics card. Or not way better, but definitely an improvement graphically. Graphical improvement. It's going to have adequate memory. And I can upgrade the memory if I need to moving forward. It's 2 DDR4s. I'm a little disappointed that there's only 2. I would have hoped for 4 slots. Most boards have 4 slots. But either way, like I said, we're taking a box order thing. What is the PC running GPU-wise? I'm not talking to you about it, Saint Caesar. I'm not giving you any more info because I don't want your opinion, just so we're clear. But yeah, so it's gonna be a moderate improvement PC-wise, and it's gonna freaking hold the fort down for a few months and then some while I pay off my car and then turn around and fix my old computer. And then eventually I'll just have to. If Johnny had a submarine that went to the Titanic, he would use a corded game controller. Take that, billionaires. Right, and I wouldn't have imploded. Why would I have a submarine to go down to the Titanic? But yeah, no, I totally would have used a corded game controller. Cord would have been one of the few things that survived. So, fault me if you want, but time will tell. I like the cords. I've played so many games where somebody's like, my batteries are dying, I'll be right back. If you were big into Overwatch or Marvel Rivals or any of those hero shooters, you really don't want to experience a moment in the middle of a match where your batteries are dead. So yeah, it's never a problem. One thing that matters in all computing, people, cores. Lots and lots of cores. Oh, we got cores. We got cores for days. So yeah, here's what it is. It's as good as my current PC was when I bought it. It's that level now. Technology moves forward all the time, and so what it is a mild upgrade from where we're at. Not blowing the doors off anything. We're also not spending a truckload. We're just spending more than we want to because of the purchase setup. But that's what happens. All right, we're covered. Good, and good. All righty. So we've got stories to do today and stuff. We'll load up stories. We'll do that. We'll hang out till 4:30. And if my mommy tells me that she's running that errand for me, then I have so few problems in life. So few. All right. Same with consoles. The PS6 and next Xbox are due out next year. I'm not going anywhere near the next Xbox. They're due out next year. They'll get stolen, raided, intercepted, and price jacked. Like, I'll wait. I waited a healthy amount of time to get my Xbox One X or whatever, the black freaking rectangle, the black brick in the corner there. I can wait longer. Games are turning more and more into streaming anyway. Like, half of the games you can play on Xbox, you can stream play it on Xbox. So it's like, why do you need to install stuff? Just jump on and play. All right, we're caught up with all the chats. Perfect. So let's go ahead and load up our first hour stories. Now, like I said, we do have a couple of stories to talk about in the first hour. We're going until 4:30. And we're doing the show as long as this here Tamagotchi-based operating system holds together. So we'll see how many stories. If loading up starts seriously dragging down my FPS and not letting it come back, like we went down to 19, now we're up to 25. We stay at 25. 16. Yeah, we got to keep it down to here, let's close that window, and that window. That should solve all of our problems. No, it's specifically this page. Okay. So we might want to start doing them one at a time. Can't handle all the pages with all the ads. That's the other thing. Something seems weird about my PC, like not just memory slow and weird. Tamagotchis were awesome. I kept killing mine though. Yeah, dude, I did too. And here's where it feels bad because I may have mentioned poor white trash. So, your family won't get you pets because we can't afford them. And then you finally get a digital one and you just keep killing the fucker and you feel like a piece of shit. And then your parents use that as the justification for why they never gave you a dog. And you're like, well, you're right. I mean, I hate to admit it, but you're right. Kept killing the Tamagotchi. All righty. So our first story, Florida Congresswoman. I'm curious about which one we... Sheila Surflewis McCormick. Sherphillis? Sheila Sherphillis McCormick. It's a weird name. So Christmas season came out, and Florida's District 20 representative. Wanted everybody to celebrate the season. So she put out a little Merry Christmas photo. Nothing fancy, nothing crazy, and nothing over the top. There should be zero scandal here. Zero scandal. Unfortunately, this is the photoshopped version. Let's see if we can find the orig photo. All right, so that's the photoshopped version. Well, actually, let's just do this. People added context to the message. The image differs from the official portrait by omitting a diamond ring. Prosecutors allege that the $109,000 ring was bought with misappropriated federal disaster relief funds, part of McCormick's indictment for theft and money laundering. She denies the charges. So she's up for theft and money laundering, and she put in a photo that she had to Photoshop the ring out of, because not only is it a gaudy $109,000 diamond ring, but she had to Photoshop the diamond ring out because it was acquired with, let's go back over here. It was acquired with federal disaster relief funds. So I got to see, did anyone put the ring back in? I was looking for it to see if we had a picture in the article. It did not look like. Oh, here we are. So this is the ring. It looks like shit, if I'm honest. Like, let's be honest. That looks like crap. That looks like crap. $109,000. There we go. $109,000. She took the photo and they photoshopped it out. Oh my God, that's perfect. That's perfect. Yep, no ring there. No giant gape. I love that we get the color fade right at the bottom, so that way they don't have to worry about getting her skin tones right, because I got that over there. All righty. Nice. Nice. Yeah, let's get that's a better look at it. This is our $100,000 ring. Look, bitch, if you're up for indictment for stealing federal disaster relief funds, and you've decided that you need to send a Merry Christmas message, could you take a couple of minutes out of your day and at least pick a different photo or make a new one? Oh, well, I'll just have one of my interns Photoshop the ring out. Oh, my God. While people in her state are watching their property values plummet harder than the '08 housing crisis. Well, this is District 20 of Florida. Are their housing values dropping already? I didn't know anyone's values were dropping. Is she facing 45 years in jail like Ted DiBiase Jr.? I don't know. She's up on indictment for money laundering and misappropriation of funds. So how do indictments work? I don't know if you know this or not. I don't even watch LawTube. Like, Aaron has more understanding of the criminal justice system than I do. Aaron has had a larger how shall we say foothold in the criminal justice system than me. This is all I know about Law and Order. That's it. That's literally it. That's the entire fucking catalog. All we got. Florida housing prices are plummeting bad. Ooh, already? Like, I heard that they were gonna roll those housing loan rates. I assume that's in the cards. I didn't know it was happening. Already happening in Florida. You hate to hear about it, but either way, yeah. $109,000 ring, and that's not like that's all the money she stole. That's just while she stole a bunch of money from federal disaster relief, she also acquired a $109,000 ring. You got to love it when they wear their evil right on their hand for you. So, they did have another picture. Okay. They did have another picture. This one's probably the clearest one yet. And I'm still going to say it. If you spent $109,000 of your own money on that, I wouldn't be mad at you. Because while I think it's an ugly, ugly, ugly ass ring, it's at least your own money. But if you stole like taxpayers' money and you bought that gaudy piece of crap, like, really? So you took the money from your constituents and you used it to buy this oversized. It looks like a cough lozenge. Like a cough lozenge had a three-way with a shit ton of glitter and some sort of weird like home decor thing. I don't understand. Why is it two bands? That looks like it might be a wedding ring, actually. Yeah, that looks like a wedding ring. Like that's the wedding ring and that's the engagement, or that's the engagement ring and that's the wedding band. Because a lot of ladies get that where the engagement ring's the big flashy one, the wedding band that they attach later, like the two rings get put together. But man, what do I know? Ted DiBiase Jr. stole millions of dollars from Mississippi old people in church money. I don't know how much she took. I just know that we were going to make fun of her for being like, hey, I want to try and get some Christmas cred because the season's here. And the lady also then shares a picture of herself photoshopping that ring out. My Series X is doing just fine, but cleaning it is like opening up all the dust bunnies. Do you literally open up and clean out your Series X? I got an air cooling unit like kit for mine. It's got a fan that like just sucks the air up and out. It turns it into a fence post pretty much. But it came with little vents that I put over the back. So I hope I don't really have to get in there and clean it out. Lightly delinquent. Nice banker's term. His dad stole his dad's gimmick of being the $1 million man. I think it's like 30 to 50% of first-time homeowner loans in Illinois are lightly delinquent. That is, I agree with Digger. That is a great term. Lightly delinquent. I enjoy lightly delinquent. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you so much. Hey, convertible, you're a bot. So, E to D. All right, we've got all those covered. Yeah, so that congresswoman, I really, I can't remember her name. I do remember that it was District 20. So I do have that going for me. Oh, all righty. We're caught up with the chats. Unless there are filters or screens, it will eventually need cleaning. There are screens. I put two. This thing came with an extra kit for screens, and so I put those on there. There was a lot of extra stuff. He wanted me to like button up every little crack and crevice in the thing, like the disk drive and everything, so dust and dirt can't get in there. And I'm like, But then it's going to lock it up for heat, too. Now you've only got this one avenue. I'm not too worried about all those. But, yeah, the screens that came with to put on the back to cover up the giant holes in the back of the Xbox, yeah, I covered those. So that way, like, cat hair and stuff can't get in there. And then I have, of course, the fan on the top of it. Who uses the disk drive anymore? I do. I've watched movies. I have a couple of games that still operate on disk. My World of Darkness werewolf game, I forget what it was called, but that's on disc. My Mass Effect series and collection, all on disc, except for, of course, the anniversary one or the complete collection or whatever. So yeah, I've got a bunch of games on disc. I don't play a lot of games on disc, but I mean every once in a while. I got both of the. I hold on to physical copies of old games. Like some people hold on to like cassette tapes. And I love them. I don't want to let them go. I want, like, if I can still pop the disc in and get it to play, then we can throw this thing in there and get a tune, and we're going to do it. Then the screens will need cleaning to prevent the console from cooking itself. Yeah, I just clean off the back of the screens every once in a while. It's pretty easy. Do you like the werewolves in Twilight? I hate everything about Twilight. I hate everything about Twilight. The only good thing about the werewolves in Twilight is the actor that played the werewolf in Twilight had zero career after that movie. And I was like, awesome. Yeah. Next console. Oh, yeah, I guarantee you they won't. And here's what it is. They won't come with disk drive standard. You have to buy the extra ones. Mr. Q's Diggeritos. I don't know what we're talking about. My new 180p, 120 hertz. The Series X rubs a lot cooler. I would say, yes, I clean mine due to the dust collected for it being on for 6 hours a day. If I don't, it has a hard time with my older monitor. I didn't know that. Maybe I should find a way to pop her open and give her a good cleaning. Didn't know that. How hard is it to open one of those? You just undo a couple screws? Just get at it with a Phillips head? I have PSP Phantasy Star Online 2 UMD still works in the PSP. Yeah, then why would you give it up? My brother bought me the 1 terabyte storage card for the Series X. Handy. Yeah, I have 1 terabyte internal, but I did not get the expansion. And God, sometimes do I wish I did. But I don't know. You, Johnny, don't put your dick in the Xbox. No. Screws are a common fastener. Phillips head, flathead, screws. You know, the things you put in wood, plastic, and other things to put stuff together. Console sucks. Steam Deck is basically a handheld PC. Okay. I have the console, so I'm not getting rid of it. So if you think they suck, all I can say is I'm sorry. I still have it. It ain't going anyway. Alrighty, so there's the FEMA money lady. We got that story done. And since we're loading them up one at a time to prevent overwhelming my PC, I can just knock them off every time we do it. And thankfully, because we have this whole multi-screen setup, we can easily do that. A couple of screws. There are videos to do it. Looks easy. Then yeah, I mean, what's the harm? Make sure we get all of our dust out of there. Alrighty. So, apparently, Saint Caesar is a console fanboy with a Suncoast fallacy. I think he means Suncoast, not Sunk Coast. I think he means Suncoast. What about Mr. Q and Diggers, says Matthew Q? Well, LabGlass shared a comment. I don't know what it's in reference to. But he said, sponsorship ideas. Next month's sponsorship ideas. A la carte dog stuffies, St. Caesar's book, Unwanted Advice, Wild Saffy's Twisted Taffy, Mr. Q's Diggeritos, St. Caesar's Mom's Prime, Atomic Ray's TV trays. So those he's spitballing a few ideas of possible studio sponsors for this month. Next week on the 9th, we get to do our fantabulous funding thing, and we're already into the week after that. So we'll bank out all of January. Thank you so much. And then we'll just have a fun show, fucking around, calling me gay like we always do. It'll be fun. Hey, I play PC games, but Xbox is easier. Xbox is here's why I like my Xbox. It's hooked up to my TV. That's it. I love my computer. I love my 4-monitor system thing. But after a while, sitting this close to a wall of monitors gets oppressive. So I really enjoy sitting back on my couch and playing on my big ass TV. And so that's right side in the future. I'll have a PC I can hook up to one for a while. ROG Ally is decent, more powerful than Steam Deck. Just doesn't run off of Steam's OS, which causes a few incompatibilities. Yeah, I don't know that I want to get a Steam. So with a Steam Deck, I can play all my Steam games on my TV. Maybe. 2 types, Philips and Star, not many, but pieces together like a Rubik's Cube. I guess it's just, what do I got to do to get the case off of the Xbox to clean it? That's it. That's all I'm caring about. It's not like I will take Allen bit. The ROG Ally X is shit. I was going to get one, but for $1,000, hell no. Yeah, I'm going to say I'm already spending enough on a PC that I'm not putting that much in anything. Stream Deck is good for travel. You don't do that much, so you don't need one. Bravo. Look, it's for going out. It's for gaming on the go. When do you leave the house, you crippled? Like, you're right? Yeah, I know. I don't. So, yeah, I don't need a Steam Deck. I don't need a Steam Deck. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Speaking of getting out of the house, some people are pissed because they can't escape a smell even when they're in their home. A small town is being overwhelmed by the smell of fried donuts from a new Dunkin' factory. Oh, it's a Dunkin' Donuts factory pumping out 1 million donuts per day. Oh, I thought this was a restaurant. So there's a small town and like Dunkin' Donuts just moved in and they're making, oh yeah, there's pictures. They're making all their donuts in the factory there and people are pissed about it. That's funny. Steam are coming out with the Steam machine and you can load Windows on it. I already have a Windows machine that plays Steam and a variety of other games. Here's where, for me, these things fall flat because I don't care. Oh, I thought this was the story about the factory. This is Portland's holiday kickoff. I don't give a shit about that. All right, let's open the image in new tab. Oh, not the link. Goodbye. Let's open the image in new tab. Open image in new tab. Alrighty, so some Massachusetts residents are upset because in the town of Haverhill, they're claiming that a manufacturing facility that produces 1 million donuts per day for the fast food giant is causing an overpowering smell in their homes. Local Sean Wilson said at a December 16th city council meeting that anyone walking in the area would be overwhelmed by the smell of donuts. Is that really that bad? Are you turning your nose up to the effervescent smell of donuts, my friend? I mean, you could smell rotting garbage. It's donuts. My house smells like donuts all the time. All the time for the last 2 months, Wilson fumed. It's distracting and it's heavy. Well, don't eat them. Haverhill City Council Sean Toohey shared that he had been contacted by another constituent complaining of a carnival smell resembling fried dough. And some residences have expressed their concern about the air quality surrounding the manufacturing plant. However, others enjoy the sweet smell of donuts, per a local news outlet. It smells like a bakery, said Bill McDougall. Oh, wait a minute. You told NBC 10 in Boston. Do we have an actual story on this? Am I reading all the way through an article when you finally gave? Yeah, we do. We have a story on this.
In Boston, this is easily my favorite story of the day because all of us here in New England, we can easily recognize the iconic scent of a Dunkin', right? But for one local community, it's drifting a lot farther than the drive-thru. NBC 10's Mary Marcos is in Haverhill for us, where some neighbors are saying their mornings...
All right, I'm going to be clear about one thing. I live several blocks from a Burger King, okay? I'm not right next to, but I am not far from a Burger King. A small, tiny Burger King. And all the time, year-round, the wind goes the right direction. I smell BK. And I get hungry for burgers and fries and onion rings. Having it my way. Grr. Anyways, so this guy being like, look, people are complaining. Yeah, if it's a giant factory cranking out 1 million donuts a day. 1 million donuts a day. Yeah, you're going to smell that around. And it could be worse. I can smell Burger King every day, says Dear Butch. Right, Dear Butch? Now, here's my question, Dear Butch. Do you like the Burger King smell or not? Because I'll tell you, I love flame-broiled fucking patty smell. It makes me want a burger. Bishop USN 24 watching. Let's get 24 likes. Helps Johnny. Yes, please, if you can. Thank you so much. Bitch, bitch, bitch. Right, St. Aaron? That's the way I feel for it. The dot kind. Oh, I don't know what we're talking about. Cops have become almost rabid due to the consistent donut smell. That would be funny. It's like, look, the local criminal element has asked that we do something about this factory. They can't smuggle drugs. They haven't run a hoe in God knows how long because there are so many pigs in the area from the smell of donuts. Burger's odor, that gets me hard, says St. Aaron. Not a fan of BK, but the grill isn't bad. Right, the grill smell is not bad. I'm a fan of BK, and I know some people are like, oh, I get sick when I eat. Like, some people do get sick when they eat Burger King. Some people get sick when they eat McDonald's. Here's the thing you have to realize: you give it a couple of weeks, odds that you have the same person handling your food totally different. So you're giving it a different thing. The smell of their fries is so good. Which fries? The Burger King? I liked their what was it? Their cheese poppers. Anyways, Burger King is good, but the chicken tastes awful. I've never had a Burger King chicken sandwich, so you might be right. What's the smell of their fries good? What's worse than smelling Dunkin' or shit? Right, St. Caesar? Would you rather smell cow flop? Like, and that's another thing, too. I've grown up in Iowa and southern Minnesota. Like, you want to live next to a dairy field? See how odorous that is, all right? Like, the whole, ooh, I smell donuts. Like, quit complaining. BK Lounge is heavily underrated. Well, mostly it's just because there's so many undesirables there.
We're getting a little too sweet.
They say America runs on Dunkin', but
No, they don't.
around here
No, they
say
don't. Nobody says America runs on Dunkin' other than Dunkin' Donuts. Nobody says that. I'm sick and tired of this idea. They say America runs on Dunkin'. No, they don't. The marketing guys do. And quite frankly, I hate to have to tell you this, the marketing guys lied. They were doing a lot of blow. They had to come up with a scene and a saying really quick. And so they just thought a dude runs in and says America runs on Dunkin'. And there you go. Now we're good. Now we're happy. But it's not true. It's all a lie. American runs on McDonald's. America doesn't run, and I'm proof of it. We roll. We roll with it. America rolls with Popeyes.
it's running right into their living rooms.
It's like a fried dough smell.
It smells like a bakery. I mean, it smells like someone's cooking like little cakes or something or other.
That scent, it's coming from here, Dunkin's biggest donut making facility.
Prepare for our stories, mandatory, obligatory drone footage usage. What do you mean we're only doing this to justify the expense of the technology? I run on a lot more than Dunkin', says Brian. Made a roast beef yesterday that would have melted in your mouth. Now I'm jealous. I love a good roast beef. You know what I haven't had in a really, really, really long time? And I used to have it all the time, and I didn't realize how. I did not like this. And I know people be like, oh, Johnny, this is white privilege. I did not realize how privileged I was as a chef back when I used to get like regularly every couple of months, I'm having a prime rib because we did some event where they did a prime rib. And at the end of it all, you know, nowadays, I don't even remember the last time I had a prime rib. I can't even remember. I haven't been to a restaurant. Here's what I'm going to go to a steakhouse when I can get a prime rib. The ability to walk. Now, I've had that for a while. I haven't had that for a while either, but I can live without the ability to walk. I don't know if I could handle living the rest of my life with zero prime rib. I really want a prime rib.
In the entire country. Inside the 100,000 square foot plant, they bake roughly 1 million donuts every day.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, dude. All right, let's go back half a tick. Let's look at the fleet of trucks here. They're loading these babies up, sending them out. They're getting more in. Yeah, you're going to smell some donuts. Red Scooper. Wait a minute. Let's matters. Next month's sponsorship ideas. I vacuum my Xbox out sometimes. That's not a bad idea. Yes, I clean mine. Dust collected. Being on for hours a day. Sponsorship. Well, my sponsorship won't fly on this show. AAA Atomic Anti-Sediment. Yeah, I'm not putting that one up in big letters on the screen. I like my games just working without configuring things, so I use consoles, says Red Scooper. I understand. Like, this is one thing I've always said in the console wars. I've always told people during consoles, PC master race. Like, yeah, PCs are better than consoles, hands down. No argument. PCs are superior to consoles, but you can fuck up so much shit with drivers and software and hardware. One thing consoles have going for them, effortless and idiot-proof. Take the disc, slide it in the slot, play your game. Like, it's that easy. I'm going to have smoked elk steak with a little bit of grill. on the sides. Stop. Now I'm getting hungry. State Fair mini donuts are good. But when you go to the State Fair and they've got those booths and you get into those aisles, you can smell that stuff from like a block away. Now make it a giant fucking building that takes up a block or two. It's going to be a bigger smell. I'd like Augustus Gloop in that warehouse just eating every donut I saw. I will be honest. If you put me in that warehouse, I'm gonna have trouble not scarfing a donut or two. If I'm standing around glazed donuts bakery smell long enough, I'm gonna be like, all right, I need something sweet in my mouth. Let's do this. It's torturing me. Red Scooper. I kind of want to do the didgeridoo just to see how long it takes Johnny to pronounce it right. Didgeridoo? Licking the donut walls? What? Sounds gross. He's like Cookie Monster, but with donuts. Well, I guess then you can't live in Haverhill because the smell is palpable. It's in the air. You can smell it. I bet you can taste it if you're sensitive enough to it. New York strip sous vide, 140 for around 2 hours, seared in teriyaki sauce over white rice. Yum. God damn it. Why did I have to mention food? Now everybody's talking about food, and I'm going to be hungry. God damn it.
Roughly 1 million donuts every day.
I'm not sure who's complaining about Dunkin' Donuts, but maybe Starbucks people.
I could imagine a lot worse things to be smelling. I mean, but donuts is not a problem.
Ron
Right?
Heisler lives less than a
Thank
quarter
you.
mile away from the facility.
Thank you. I can imagine a lot worse things to be smelling. You ever been trapped in an elevator after the fat guy crop dusted everybody? I'd rather the donuts. St. Caesar saying, DoorDash Johnny some KFC, someone please. You do it. You're the one thirsting to DoorDash me some KFC. I don't want to eat KFC. I'm not a big chicken guy. Johnny's co-host smell worse. What? I don't have a co-host. I saw St. Caesar's name, and I saw the Jelly for the Smellies comment about making pizza burgers, and I was immediately going to go, no, you're not St. Caesar. Don't lie. You're not making pizza burgers. Shut up. Don't lie to people. Don't lie to people. But it's not. He didn't write that. I'm an idiot. All right, go.
On Creek Brook Drive in Haverhill. His neighbors are noticing it in their homes, too.
Smells like donuts all the time.
Like, I love that people are laughing about this. Again, you really shouldn't give it smells like donuts. Like, I get up and I'm like, oh, I smell donuts. Here's where I'd be complaining. It smells like donuts and I don't have any. Like, the one thing I can't stand is when my house is loaded with a smell and I do a lot of cooking where you can smell the food you made for a day or two. Like, the smell of the cooking permeates the surroundings. And that's why I do big batches with leftovers, because I don't want to walk through the house and be like, oh, I smell the stew I had yesterday and I can't have any stew. Like, get hungry. Breathing the air in that town got me fat. Lawyer says so. Look, Your Honor, until Duncan showed up and I started huffing the plant fumes, I did not have type 2 diabetes, and that is a verifiable fact. That smell would get sickening after weeks. Yeah, but wouldn't you get kind of numb to it? Alucard smells like donuts. No, Alucard does not smell like donuts. Alucard has usually a very pleasant scent. Alucard's a very clean cat, grooms himself regularly. And rather than donuts, though, Alucard and Tegra, because upstairs, they'll beg for, like, upstairs, Ivy and everybody upstairs likes having, like, breakfast food, pancakes, bacon, eggs, that sort of deal. They'll beg for, kitty fixins. So they smell like syrup a lot. Tegra and Al smell like syrup and breakfast food a lot. Brian asking for Al proof of life. Al's not around at the moment, so I can't give you Al proof of life. Johnny smells like Arby's. I wish. I had to run around too much today, and let's just say, even though my hair is clean, I could take another shower. Wouldn't be the worst thought in the world. When I have worked festivals, we'd threw garlic on the grill. I think it means we'd throw garlic, or we'd throw garlic on the grill when the show was letting out. That's just good promotion Bye, Duncan. There you go. Kelly Osbourne smells like Arby's. Kelly Osbourne sounds like she's having a rough time with that medication stuff. So best of luck to her.
For the last 2 months, it's distracting and it's heavy.
Sean Wilson spoke up at a recent city council meeting, voicing concerns about air quality as the city considers a request to store large tanks of edible shortening oil and diesel fuel.
Right now, our production times are from 7 a.m. to about 1 p.m. When we would bring in more stores, that time would then lengthen to almost up to a full 8 hours.
The city's waiting on a sign-off from inspectional services and continued the hearing until next month.
So wait a minute.
Until then, neighbors...
So you can only cook in a certain window, but if they let you have more ingredients, you can extend that window. But if the town already reeks from all the donuts you're baking, why would extending the window so you don't cook as many at the time? But I feel like the aroma's getting out. I don't think you can extend the window enough where the town doesn't reek of glazed donut. St. Caesar's 7 a.m. till 1 p.m. What's the problem here? Well, the problem is, and this is something that I've explained to plenty of people, you do some good cooking, that smell will linger. So apparently, I don't know if they're doing good baking here, but they apparently are doing it heavily enough that it lingers. So 7 a.m. to 1 p.m., they've made their million donuts. They all go home. Well, now everybody smells donut in town. Again, this one guy, 2 months of nothing but donut. Sun up to sunset. I mean, can I get a bear claw? Like, dude, just start delivering me donuts and I've got zero problems.
So we'll keep waking up to the sweetest alarm clock, whether they like it or not.
It's Christmas time. We should have smells. Christmas trees, food, enjoy. Use our...
Homeless people. Wait a minute, what? Build a glazed dome. It'll be sweet sugar. I do feel like, what are you going to do? Are they going to have to tent up the factory? Just offer a dozen donuts to all the people in town once a week? Problem solved, right? Johnny's wheelchair was made in Haverhill. No, it wasn't. It was made in Taiwan.
Senses.
Pot roast in a crock pot. Right. I use the Instapot, which is a pressure cooker, and it has a crock pot setting, and I got to buy the crock pot lid for the Instapot. But it, like, you use the Instapot setting when you vent it, that like mist spray of steam that comes out makes the area you cooked in reek of whatever you made for days. So like I made a delicious, oh my God, punch your mom, delicious stew the other day. So good I couldn't add salt and pepper. I'm like, no, we're fine. Why would you mess with it? And so I have one order of it left, but either way, I can smell it throughout the house. I smelled it twice today and I want some. It's just, God damn. So like if it's that way with the donuts, I could understand somebody losing their shit. A good stew is underrated. Damn fucking Skippy, Arch Magnus.
Officials tell me the inspectional services team was at the facility today, and the city councilors are...
All right. Look. We get it. You're a news anchor. Don't hold a bag of donuts there just to tie you to the story. If you're feeling a bit peckish, eat your freaking donut or pass. I bet you she won't pull a donut out and bite one for the end of the story because you're a lady and you don't understand what it takes to make it in a man's world.
Looking to find a solution for these neighbors, we did reach out to Creekbrook
Put a long john in your mouth.
CML and Duncan. We didn't hear back. Reporting in
Yeah, you couldn't reference Duncan.
Look at all the wieners.
I mean, I don't know that we have Long John stickers, so I have to say, look at all the wieners is probably the best. You don't know that it's cream-filled, St. Caesar, and you're gross. See, this is what I mean. Like, some people don't understand how to build a thing up. She should eat it sexually and swallow the cream. Right. Thank you, subtlety. See you later. No. St. Caesar's here. We don't need you. And now we can do a hype train. Hooray. But yes, so thank you for completely ruining the joke by just stepping on it and just sexual. It's fun. It's fun making like a dick with jizz. Oh, fucking Jesus. Oh. You know, I've gone through plenty of dry spells in my life, and I don't know how big St. Caesar's is, but damn, I hope I never turn like he does. That's just weird. I'd rather smell that than the disgusting weed smell from my neighbors. Yeah, there's a good. I'll even say this.
Last time I checked, we don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
I am one of those people that does also agree and think weed is overpowering and not a pleasant smell. It smells like a dead skunk. And I say to anyone that goes, I like the smell of weed.
Here comes a train, a busy little train, rushing up and down on the daisy line.
Well,
Mummies and daddies, the grandpas and the grannies, everyone's aboard on the 809. Here comes the train, and here comes driver Ted too. Wahey! Here it comes, here it comes, here comes the train today. Here comes the train!
thank you. Thank you very much. Hype Train, level 1, 56%. All that stuff goes forward, knocking the goal. Our goal is currently, and I didn't record the 15th part, but the 15th is Thursday, right? Yeah. Yeah, see? Yeah, the frog, see? Where is it? Yeah, the 15th is Thursday. I was right. So we're on January 15th, $60. Everything that we get today goes towards that goal. Thank you. Oh, nope, not January 60th, you idiot.
Guess what?
What?
I got a fever.
Not good.
And the only prescription is more cowbell.
Not good. Not good. Nucleatic Gaming with 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much. All right, let's go ahead and roll on cowbell for Fettuccine Al Pupu subscribing at Tier 1 for 39 months. Thank you so much. 28-month streak. I really appreciate that. And Nucleatic Gaming with not 1, but 5 gifted memberships going out to Quadruple, Smiles a Lot for You, David Chandler, Professor Tie-Dye, and Deathblow 1971. So thank you. Gifted subs coming out for you lovely folks. A cowbell coming, moo. Again, I appreciate that so much. Eat a level 3, bitch. Yeah, we're at a level 3 now. Again, thank you. Well, let me get the doctor ready to go. Now the doctor here, he's kind of a prickly character because I don't like to bring this up, but he's a touch anti-Semitic. David Chandler lives. No, David Chandler got a gifted sub. David Chandler's been around. He stopped in a couple days ago.
Guess what?
What?
I got a fever.
Bad.
And the only prescription is more cowbell.
More cowbell is good. More cowbell. All right, here we go. Cowbell coming in for Lab Glass, gifting it to Deathblow Bot. Found F2 under, whatever, I don't know how to read that. Ludvine, Funky Skunky, and K Metsura. Cowbell coming in from Lab Glass, 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much. We'll see where we're at. Level 4, 17%. Oh my God, thank you. Cowbell coming in for those 5. Ooh. Badger B saying badgers are cool. Badgers are very cool. I love badgers. Maybe Badger B will get a substitute. Lab Glass, thank you. So is a level 4. Make that 4 birds. Yep. Haven't even gotten one in yet. Haven't even gotten the first. Now here's the thing. Because the PC is on its tentatively its last legs at the moment until we go take it in to get it repaired. I am terrified of this thing crapping out on me mid-hype train. If it goes out during the show, I'll try and start it back up and do the show again. Twitch sounds retarded. We might have... Historically, why does Twitch sound retarded? The name of the people in Twitch or just the sound coming out of Twitch? I am unclear what your message is there. Thank you for the sticker. Holiday Moodang from Lab Glass, 100 bits. Thank you so much. And no way, I heard David Chandler got shot out there at the old saloon. And the people who The people who had to do it, and I won't say their names because I'm not going to dox, but they did say to the police, they said, some bitch crawfished a bet and called me a liar. And then the police said, sorry, boys. Got to hand over those guns. I got to take it before Judge Spicer. To which they said, law and order every time, Sheriff. That's us. All right, so I may sound retarded, but what's a hype train? Many things are retarded, but Twitch is all right. The platform itself, all right. Historically, white being cleared the platform. Lab glass? I don't know if you realize how great your sound drop was timed with Nucleatic Gaming's one. We're 35% of the way through level 4, and Twitch is fun. It's where we started. It's the first...
Cheer 100 didgeridoo.
Lizard.
It's the first platform I started streaming on way before I even met Aaron. Like decades ago when it first started up. I did stupid video game videos. And spoiler alert, with my new PC, guess what I'm going to start doing again in my free time, which I do not have a lot of. But since I game in my free time already, just make use of it. Start turning it into a money maker, not a money taker. Burn number 1. If I have a working lighter. As soon as I have fire burns. There we go. Now remember, kids, I'm a professional in a controlled environment. Don't do this at home.
Cheer 100 Johnny. That's big talk for someone within sucking distance.
Oh, I wasn't ready to hear that. Oh, mommy. All right, I think we can let Mary Marcos go.
April, Mary Marcos.
Yeah, we can let Mary go. Let's bring it back to the studio here. Jellyfish is smelly. Wait, Johnny, you could stream. Yeah, I could. I don't know that that anyone like the only way I would do that is if like no, it would still be ban-evaded. If I was streaming them, if I was streaming it, I'd have to stream snipe it and then like critique it. Yeah, it's more work than it's worth. I appreciate what you're saying, but that's neither here nor there. We're ending that level 4 at 54%. Oh my God, you guys are awesome. Thank you. I've got 3 more burns to do. God, I hope my mom goes shopping for me because I don't want to have to go outside after the show. Just, I want to keep it after the show low key. I'm gonna eat some stew. I'm gonna hang out with my daughter. Let's keep it low level. Definitely low level. I do need to take another one of those pills. Run it by Aaron. He's been bringing up Twitch. I mean, it's an idea. Like, don't get me wrong, Jellyfish Smelly. It's an idea. But here's the thing. What constitutes ban evasion? Because if he is doing a show and I'm broadcasting his show and he's banned and I'm knowingly doing that and they can prove it because there's plenty of evidence of me being on his program, like they probably would consider it ban evasion. Wouldn't you risk getting banned for streaming Aaron? Right. That's exactly what I'm saying, St. Caesar. And look, it's losing Twitch wouldn't be the end of the world, but it would hurt and hit, and I don't want to do it if I don't have to. So I just juice, squeeze, worth it. Not really. And then if, let's pretend for a minute it's not ban evasion and it wouldn't get me in trouble. If I'm running it by Aaron, I can already tell you what Aaron's going to say. Well, all right, well, then I want half of whatever you make. If you're doing that. Like, I'm fine with it, but I'd like he'll want a taste of it kind of deal. And so I've got to do more work more often to make it work, and I just don't see it being worth the squeeze. Like St. Caesar, I hate that I'm agreeing with St. Caesar on this, but like St. Caesar said, It'd be a risk of getting banned. And as we already know, Twitch is totally fine with banning you and never explaining why. So even if it's not a risk of me getting banned, if I somehow get banned later, I'll think that was the reason. So I'm with Badger B, and this is no critique of people or shows or whatever. Toe at arm's length. At a certain point, you got to be your own guy. You want to call me Aaron's bitch, I'm on a show, that's fine. But like on this program, I'm doing a me thing. And I don't want to do more things to incorporate Aaron into this because I believe while Aaron has plenty of shows without me, I need my own things without him. We can each do our own stuff. It's okay. Veldrain, to be honest, I'm surprised I'm still on YouTube. I love my conspiracy theories, and they use all the trigger words. Right? Why, just this morning I jumped in a chat with Digger, and she said, well, Johnny, have I told you about the Jews? And I'm like, God damn it, woman, if it's one day, it's every day. Twitch is fine with unbanning SAs on Twitch, but Aaron is still not allowed on Twitch. What's up with that? We don't know why we were banned off of Twitch in the first place. We have several theories. Overall behavior, always a good possibility. And then we were critiquing a game show from the late 60s, early 70s or whatever, and the host, it was like a mom and her daughter were the contestants every time, and the host was just, let's say, uncomfortably favorable towards the little girls in terms of who got his attention all the time, and it felt bad and wrong. And we called it out for a whole bunch of shit. And a lot of people over time have said the same thing. Plenty of people go, well, back then, I don't know. Too much Jew talk on his show, you think? I don't know about his show. I was just talking about Aaron. Historically white, no, I'm not. I'm literally... If that were the case, why would I do the show over there? I'm not embarrassed of Aaron. I simply, I put up with enough people in my circle that are obsessed with him. I simply choose not to be. And I opt to distance myself on a performance level from him all the time because, again, I put up with enough people obsessed with him. I don't need it. No. Matt had strippers at the garage. One of them inadvertently showed butthole. It wasn't intentional, but we got flagged for it. So there was a butthole flagging incident, hence the name Strippers Got Me Banned. But that was a suspension. We got suspended for that. But I only tune in when you're there, my man. Well, I appreciate that, and thank you. That means a lot to me. But I like doing the Monday through Wednesday shows with Aaron. I don't like bringing Aaron over here. Then it feels like all I'm doing is Aaron. It gets old. Gets old. Mike Lindell got you taken offline. I'd believe that. Mike Lindell was very, well, I don't know about Mike Lindell specifically, but I do know that the secretary, because we were, oh God, I don't even want to pull it up. But we were getting harsh on Lindell. And by we, I mean Aaron. But it's a show. We're all responsible. So yeah, we had fun with the Mike Lindell cutout and poking fun, and it turns out they had a way, way, way smaller sense of humor than we did, and we did not know that going in. They also had no clue what kind of show we did or what kind of content we covered. So there was a whole show, I was on it with Aaron, where we're going through emails while doing the show, while doing all the bits and stuff, and both them uncovering what we do and us responding to the emails built this perfect setup where we're reading the emails and they're like, hey, we've heard you've been saying some stuff, maybe tone it back. And we're like, oh, okay. And then by the time all that filtered through, actually, we've been watching. We kept watching for the next 15 minutes, and we've decided we're just going to call this done. The pillow dude. Yeah. I don't really feel like doing a deep dive into it right now, especially where I'm on pins and needles for my computer working, so I'm not going to jump around on the internet to find it. But there is a video somewhere of the Mike Lindell incident. I I think Aaron imitating Mike might have pissed him off, but it's so over the top. Like, have a sense of humor. And let's be clear, the jokes we were making were because the guy was getting in the news for being kind of crazy in his behavior. So it's fine. It's fine. And look, if they went their separate ways and we went ours, I'm all right with it. If they got us pulled off of Twitch somehow, then I'm pissed. I will say this. If Mike Lindell got us pulled off of Twitch, though, it would be impressive for his reach. Although, big sponsor, maybe. YouTube will be changing over to bans based on AI, which bans without reason, just like Twitch. Awesome! So there's going to be another culling of the internet. YouTube's been moving closer and closer to television. They've started having TV shows, YouTube TV, they have the kids stuff. So this is not surprising. This is always what's going to happen. And what's going to happen is the audience of the internet is going to gravitate to the next thing. But every country, from America to I think even most third world nations, are slowly putting rules on locking down the internet, much like China does. So eventually it's just going to all be the same thing. YouTube change has already happened. I would believe it because we got super quick flagged and banned before. And here's the other thing, too. I totally believe that these systems have access points that people in YouTube can use. So if they want to put the screws on people, they tell the AIs to keep an eye on this person. And as soon as you find something that checks a box, bada boom. So, but I thought St. Caesar, I thought the latest channel bans were all about YouTube reverse charging people. I don't know. AI won't miss a word. Oh, yeah, AI? Well, get this one. Did you get it? I'll say it again. See, I put the mic in front of my mouth, and then I don't actually say the word. I self-edit, and then they can't do it. Unless the word they're looking for is big black cock, because that's what this microphone totally looks like. All right, so what was this story? All right, that was the Haverhill one. Let's go ahead and close that. Let's close that out and call it a day. You said, no, I didn't. Actually, this time I legit didn't. St. Caesar, I legit did not say that one. The first one was the gay F word. I'm only giving you the first one. It was the gay F word. The second one, wow, that got saucy. All right, so there we go. I don't want to do the Christmas post thing. Oh, we can talk about this quick. While we get into our next stuff. We have 2 hours left in the program. We got a crap load of content to get into. So we'll get all that. I'm going to catch up with the Rumble chats and stuff before we get moving on. Possibly the fact that Aaron is... now I find that interesting. Historically white, he's not that interesting. I agree. That's why I try very much to not do What About Aaron on this program. I got new Bluetooth earbuds for Christmas. As soon as I figure out how to use them, I might try joining your chat when you're feeling better. Bluetooth earbuds have usually instructions for pairing, and they only need to pair to any Bluetooth device, your phone, laptop, possibly PC. These things should be all very, very doable, Wild Saffron. I'm sure you'll get it nailed in no time. Yeah, I agree, Red Scooper. Nice. Another woman to talk to. Yeah, dude, it'd be nice. Especially Wild Saffron, especially if you can talk about guns. If you can get into Johnny, if you can get into Digger's program, and by that I mean show, and be on the show and talk about guns, it'd be phenomenal. It'd take a huge weight off my shoulders because I'm there and I'm a dude and I can't talk about guns because I don't really know much. Rusty Graham 100%. Yeah, I agree. I won't be able to discuss gaming, but might contribute a joke or two, and that's why we love you. We got plenty of people to talk about gaming. Got plenty of people to talk about guns, but I'm going to be honest, Wild Saffron, there's a dad joke void that I think only you can fill. All right, that's pretty obvious. No worries. Anything other than guns and games. Crap. Damn it, Digger's contradicting me. It's as if he's... yeah, I know. They might all leave if we start talking Real Housewives. Oh, God, no, I won't. Here's why I won't. I've learned that I love drama TV shows like those where I have no sympathy for any of the people involved. And I love competition cooking shows. Actually, just competition reality shows. Reality competition shows, regardless of what the competition is. And I'll make my stupid, like, I love to yell at the TV and make my stupid little quibs and complaints about a program that I'm totally enjoying. Like the case of Alone, I'm constantly complaining about the rules in Alone, but it's like I'm watching this thing and I'm like, yeah, that's a fucking awesome show. Pro tip, make sure to turn off the Bluetooth before going to the bathroom and watch P-Hub while dropping a deuce. I don't know how many people go to the bathroom and watch. Like while dropping a deuce is the part, like you're taking a dump. You got that going on. And at the same time, it's weird. Why would we? I understand multitasking, like, make the most of every minute in your day, but that seems like a bit much. I wrote a show called Is Johnny Made of Cake? The answer is no. It's largely depression, fat, and failure. Those three things. Depression, fat, and failure. The DFF, or DUF, as some people say. That's pretty much how we do. I like intervention and borders. Are those really shows, or am I taking that as an ice joke? I don't know. I'm taking it as an ice joke, and I feel like it should be. I don't talk about my guns. Keeping the mystery, says Wild Saffron. Ooh, keeping the mystery, but dangling. Ooh, that's nice. Dangling a soupçon. A little tidbit, a little taste by letting you know she has guns. She ain't going to talk about them. Keeping the mystery as to the number of and type of said firearms, but totally ignoring, saying having them. That's something. Now, I don't mean to act like a detective, but I smell gun oil. That's called a Blumpkin, right? Wait a minute. What? Why did I just step into? That's Digger. No. A Blumpkin, Digger. No. A Blumpkin. Let's be. A Blumpkin is getting a blowjob while taking a deuce. That's when. And again, something else I'm fervently opposed to. By the way, I just I can't imagine feeling aroused and having to poop. Like one will cancel out the other. And it depends entirely on my body. My body will decide based on storage which is fuller, my balls or my bowels. And depending on the answer to that question, that emotion wins. That's why a Blumpkin never really makes sense. Because again, like I could never do that. I didn't bring in the Blumpkin talk. Digger did. Just so we're clear, 90 Day Fiancé, watching it with people and poking fun of the people is fun. Watching it alone is pretty sad, though. I actually told Digger that, like, once we're together in the same space, I would love to set up my green screen back here. I've got, like, 2 of them, and we could use whichever one works better. I'd love to set up the green screen so that we could sit and watch Alone together as a show. Like, people could watch us watch Alone together. And the reason why it's funny is because we would have, well, yeah, explain your joke, asshole. Well, we'll have like snacks and food, which is stupid. But the 2 of us have zero right to be critical of these people. But between experiences of our past, we have every ounce of the self-confidence to be critical of those people, and it is hilarious. Digger does not give anyone any slack with their fire. I'm always crazy about different crap and stupid rules, but we both grew up in rural country outside areas, so we understand everything it takes to camp out in the rough. Yes, they are literal artards that don't touch grass. Who is? Those are real shows, and they're very dark. Oh. I didn't know that. Mystery Science Theater riff track sort of thing. Pretty much. Just Googled Blumpkin, says 209. You're regretting it already. Fire and shelter, for sake, most important thing once you found fresh water. See, Digger loses it, and it's so fun. The 2 of us were practically screaming at the screen when this one dude who had plenty of fish was rationing it out to last fucking forever because there's no time limit on that one. And so he's like, oh, I'm just going to keep rationing it out. And he really needed to just be eating those like crazy. He got sent home for medical. Like they're like, no, you can't keep doing this. You're getting sick. We have to send you home. He got a medical discharge from the show, and he had over 30 fish fillets. He had over 30. He had an entire one-a-day month supply of fish fillets, but he was dividing them up and eating them 1/3 every 3 days, and it just was crazy. Blumpkin is not butt stuff, but it is butt stuff adjacent. Wild Saffron, don't find out what a Blumpkin is. Spare yourself, milady. Don't look up what a Blumpkin is. Yeah, don't Digger getting a blowjob while taking your shit. Don't look it up. Yeah, it's something that I'm convinced I don't think anyone actually does. Guys are gross or whatever and stuff, but I don't think anyone's like, hey guys, guess what happened to me today? I got up, it was my birthday, I wasn't expecting nothing, but I got a nice breakfast, and then right afterwards, old lady gave me a plumpkin. Like, no, let's not do that. Let's not do that. St. Caesar, Google it in private browsing. Yeah, if you don't Google it in private browsing, you're screwed. 38 pieces of fish, for fuck's sake. He was starving himself. Right? And he had so much effing fish. I want to get Johnny to watch Naked and Afraid. We'll do that. The only reason is I don't want to burn through all of these shows now when the Riff Tracks watch-along idea is such a fun idea to me. And you've seen that one. So I'm giving you time to forget. Because as we all know, you'll do it. Oh, Lord, what the actual F. Right, Wild? Right? Nobody should be doing that. That's not approved for mass production. I can't. Yeah, dude, I can't either. I grew up in a house with 5 kids. So, like, I don't ever feel like the bathroom is safe. Because there's always a chance someone has to bust in there for something. And you got to suddenly cover yourself up because somebody has to come in there real quick. And it can't wait. There's only one bathroom. There's 5 kids, 2 parents. Shit happens. In my opinion, a true Blumpkin, you have to wait till you have to, and then try. No. Dear Lord, Chevy, stop making it worse. Are you including puppets to this idea, says Arch Magnus Tim? I mean, that would really be stealing the like MST3K style of it. I don't know that we'd go that far. I kind of wanted it more to be the kind of like, I know one of them's Waldorf, whatever. The 2 old guys in the Muppets kind of wanted to be like that. Like, we're at the balcony. But the difference is we're watching a show with people starving while we have a plethora of amazing food and beverage and accoutrement. And we then also entirely berate people for doing things like losing your freaking Pharaoh rod. All right? And then on top of that, not a single person I watch on that goes out with a Pharaoh rod and goes, well, I have this amazing thing. I should spend time finding flint rocks because if this ever disappears, I'd be needing those. No. We get a couple of people who do drill fire starters. Nobody's out there getting flint rocks. I got bad news for you. Drill fire starting is a huge pain in the ass to do consistently. So, get your fire going. That way, if you have to, it's certainly a surefire way to do it. Dun-dun-dun. But get some goddamn flint. It's not that hard. Does it taste salty? Does it have a jagged edge? Strike it against something. Did you see a spark? You're good. Have you ever done it family style when raiding in WoW? When your raid is in a break, you crank one? No. God, no, Professor Tie-Dye. I'm actually inching away from the screen on that comment. Here's, you know what? This story isn't mine, but here's the best WoW story I can give you. I had a friend, and I'll tell you this, spoiler alert, it was a female. I had a female friend who loved raiding. She used a laptop. And so at the end of a very, very, I think, difficult boss battle, somewhere in the realm of like 15 to 20 minutes. At the end of the boss battle, they were rolled. This is back when dragon kill points, or DKP, were still a thing. And so they were dividing the loot, and she wanted it. She rolled for it. She got it. She said, "Thank you." And as she was saying thank you, she flushed the toilet to let them know that halfway through that fight, she really had to pee. So they came with her to the bathroom. That's the best I've got for you. That's the best. And it doesn't even involve me. Wait, how many points do you get for jerking off in WoW? You can't do that. I guess you could do that while you play WoW, but I've never done that. Jelly for the Smelly? Don't think you get any. I would say that's a DKP minus. That's a 50 DKP minus. All right. Did we do 2 controlled burns? I think only 1. All right. Here's burn 2 of 4. Johnny, is there police body cam footage of the Cinnabon employee? If you want it. Yeah, we talked about that on Aaron's show today. I don't. Here's the police, like the Cinnabon employee thing. Who cares? She's kind of a dick. The people are being assholes, and I saw that stuff. I don't really care. If it was God, I'm trying to think of the story it reminded me of, but yeah, I don't know. And with Brian saying smoke. Right, we are running out of time. So I gotta do number 2 of 4. That's why I got to clear your lungs. You don't have enough volume. Told you, kids. Professionals. Didn't know you covered it today. Yeah, we did talk about it today. You know what we can cover right now? StubHub is apparently apologizing because it is mistakenly listed a Christian show as a Lamb of God metal concert. So right before Christmas, a whole bunch of people went to a show that they expected to be a heavy metal concert, and it was just a lame... It's just a lame Christian spiritual. So they went in South Carolina to a Christian spiritual hoping to hear Lamb of God. That is awesome. But we're going to ditch that because we are 15 minutes from the third hour, and we haven't even gotten through all of our second hour stories. So we're going to get those. I don't want to do that now. It's getting late. I don't want to be mean. We'll leave that one alone for a minute. Let's do this. Thieves hijacked $400,000. What the hot damn does people? Nobody. Does nobody listen? Oh my God. That is the exact same person that I literally texted, and I checked the text conversation. Do you want to know what the last text message I sent that person that just called me before the one I sent today? The last message I sent them before the one I sent today was, I'm doing a show from 1 to 4:30 Monday through Friday. It's literally there. I listen. What you say again, Johnny? I don't know, Digger. Proceeds to call Johnny because he stupidly gave me his phone number. Well, now you can't. It won't go off. Yeah, and I don't know. I'm not worried about you having my phone number. I muted it, so it won't go off now. But yeah. Anyways. So yes, thieves hijacked $400,000 worth of lobster. And it's the worst seafood heist this month. I'm going to say this. How many people are stealing seafood? Is that a lucrative market?
400.
Is that a lucrative market? Seafood theft?
$1,000 worth of live lobsters headed for Costco were stolen from a Massachusetts shipping facility last week.
Live lobsters headed for Costco. God, I hope it's some environmental group that wants to let them go, and they completely get up and end up killing them all, and then it was all for nothing. Johnny should start a daycare. Nah, I don't really want to. No, don't do that, Brian. I don't want one of those. This is why I shouldn't have trusted you. Should I call you now too, says Mr. Cute? Well, no, I muted the phone, so it won't go off again. Who are you going to sell them to? Right? That's why I'm hoping they're trying to release them. Those Red Lobster's last order. Yep, they call it aquatic fishing. Ocean's 20,000 leagues under the sea. They're not even under the sea. They're just stealing them. What about a learning center? What am I going to teach people other than how not to? I suppose I could teach people how to fall. I have extensive experience.
The CEO of a logistics industry trade group says the thief posed as a trucking company worker, and this is likely part of an organized cargo crime ring.
TVs, things like that have serial numbers. Again, those are targeted as well, but a little bit easier to track. Obviously, lobster doesn't have a QR code on it, or lobster meat doesn't have a QR code on it to, track it down.
And this isn't the first time this has happened. It's the second major seafood theft in December alone.
So now she looks like she's high. This is why I don't like the ring lights. This whole thing. Oh, look how evenly and well lit you are. Right, but then you look like you've got some sort of computer. Like, this looks like a robot. This reflection makes you look like a robot. Conspiracy theory? That's on purpose. Like, I think the ring light, while functional, this is to help break us down so we start thinking that of peoples and androids and AI. She looks like she just did 3 Blumpkins. No, she doesn't. She looks like a good girl. Don't say that. They had to have a buyer lined up before they did the deed. Either that or, like I said, I would hope, the one that makes the most sense to me is they're environmentalists. They want to let them go. Low audio there, Batman. Yeah, I can't help that. That guy was low on his own. And the audio was already jacked for that story. So I apologize. I can't control their input, low-level input. Can only boost it as much as I can. I've only got so much room on the slider. All right, so that is the second large seafood theft this month. Interesting. Oh, dear Lord. Sanctuary states have been issuing no-name given CDLs. That should not be a thing, okay? I'm tired of reporting, and this is from October 4th. Dear Lord, we've known about this for several months. I'm tired of reporting on things going, that shouldn't be a thing, just obviously. It shouldn't be a thing. A no-name given CDL, that better be a lie, because they're be mad if it's not. If it's not a lie, I'm going to be so pissed. Female androids will have RBF. I don't know what RBF is. Sharks are also immortal. Wild. Could you imagine? Are they really immortal? I mean, how well can we watch sharks? Do they ever die of old age? Now I got to Google that. Otherwise, every time I go to an aquarium, I'm going to hear Queen. Here we are, born to be kings. We eat fish in all the water. I can't really sing Queen. He's too high for me, which is weird. Surprising. Although I've noticed as I smoke and stuff, my voice keeps seeming to get lower. So, hey, by the time I'm 60, I'll sound like a real man. All right, where is sharks? Are sharks immortal? Are sharks no, sharks are not immortal. They can die from disease, starvation, predation, or fishing. But some species, like the Greenland shark, live incredibly long lives, centuries, due to slow metabolism and excellent cellular repair. Right? That second one is the one we need, making them seem biologically immortal because they age so slowly and resist aging-related decline, not because they're invincible. No, I don't think they're invincible, but all right, do sharks die of old age, I guess? Hey, Tag. Do sharks die of old age? Yes, sharks absolutely die of old age, but their lifespans vary hugely by species. Some sharks, like the Greenland shark, living for centuries, the longest living invertebrate, while many others, like great whites, live for decades. But many caught by humans but many get caught by humans or succumb to disease/starvation when old and weak. They don't have easy to age bones like bony fish, so scientists use eye lenses or vertebrae to estimate ages, revealing they live much longer than previously thought. I guess so. So they are kind of... Never seen a shark with crow's feet. Greenland shark's older than the U.S. Yeah, that is apparently very, very true. Oh, kitty, you need attention. Hey, everybody, it's Tegra. I get my cellular repaired and ended up getting another whole 2 years out of it. Honestly, though, yeah, I'd love to have that ability. That'd be nice. Little cellular repair. That would be thwell. Be thwell. Hi, Jesse. Good to see you. Glad you're here. Why didn't it pop up on there? Never seen a shark with crow's feet. Got my cellular. Why do people confuse immortal and invincible? Right, and there's two types of there's immortal doesn't mean nothing can kill you. Immortal just means you don't succumb to the natural passage of time. Like your body and you don't die just because you've been here that long. That's immortal. But you could still say be immortal, but anything that kills a regular healthy person kills you. That's why I always thought vampire shows and things are funny, because they're always like, "Oh, soon we'll be immortal," or "Yay, we're immortal," and it's like, yeah, but you're not though. Plenty of things kill you. Why do people confuse immortal and eternal? Because again, people are dumb. People are dumb. All right, let's go to that. But thank you for that thrilling information about the Greenland shark. I'm very happy to learn about the Greenland shark. So we got a couple different things to do. Let's do this one actually. Here's a blast from the past I found today. It's been making the rounds lately with all of the This is from, I guess he warned about it from 2002. Never mind. A 2022 clip of Abdi Azmul Nur, a Somalian man living in Minnesota, is now resurfacing, and it hits different in the light of the massive fraud scandal. So yes, now that we've all paid attention, now that the country has learned of the massive amount of fraud being perpetrated by Somalians here in Minnesota, this clip has started making the rounds again. Let's get you over to that. Boom and boom.
It was a boom, and people were buying very expensive homes and posting about those homes.
Where was all the money coming from?
Everybody knew, but nobody had the courage to speak about it because they understood the repercussions. So I decided to speak out.
Afraid of repercussions for speaking out in the Twin Cities, Abdi went on a trip to Africa early this year. When he got there, he says he was attacked and pepper sprayed for information he put online regarding feeding our future.
All of a sudden, there was a boom, and people were buying very expensive homes and
all right, so he's calling out the feeding our futures things. It happened in 2022. He got attacked for doing it. He's not a white racist. He's a Somalian guy who said his community was doing that. He said everybody knew, but fear kept them quiet. After posting it online, he claimed he was attacked in Africa. And anyways, so glad that horrible racist got proven wrong. So that clip has been surfacing. During a time of need, Albee told Alpha News that he noticed something unusual taking place in the year of 2020. He said members of the Somali community were flaunting cash and luxury items on social media. Yeah, we covered that. Do we have a follow-up clip? Oh, there's a full report. Let's do that. Is this from 2022? Oh, here's the full 2022 report. Yeah, I don't know that we want to do it. Do we want to do that for the... We got an hour and a half. I got other stuff that we can do. We know. We live in Minnesota. But yes, so another day passes, and once again, more proof that it's happening. It's been happening. People have known about it. People have raised awareness, and apparently everybody who's raised awareness, from white people, record keepers, to again this random Somalian immigrant, have been personally or physically attacked. So there we go. Nick Shirley cracked the case by literally walking into the building. This is an Emperor Wears No Clothes situation. It totally is. It shouldn't take animal videos, please. Yeah, Wild Saffron, we're getting to that. We've got animal stuff. We're gonna try skipping over some of the more serious stuff. We've got some animal stuff, but here we'll get to a good animal one right now. Do we have the squirrel one's in the last hour? But yeah, so we called out the Somali stuff. It's happened. Somebody else called it out, got attacked for it. Anyways. Does this have a video? If not, we'll leave it as an article for now. I don't know if does this count as an animal video if there's no video? Yeah. This is just about a study about the bears. Scientists say polar bears are having rapid genetic changes because of the weather. If you don't smell where we're going with this, don't worry, I'll clue you in. Apparently, according to a new study, it's the first time that we believe we've seen a mammalian system such as the polar bear where temperatures have been the lead cause, and environmental stress at an increased temperature is impacting their DNA and their genome in real time, according to the lead author of this study, Alice Godden. Researchers say that the discovery of these genetic changes offer a glimmer of hope for the bear's survival, as 2/3 of the world's population could perish by 2050. But what are they doing? All right, I don't know. So polar bears aren't going to go extinct, but they are going to become vegan because of global warming, and it's all your fault because you had a steak for dinner. So just feel shame. Fuck it. They did a study on bears in my city. Turns out over 60% of them are divorced with kids. It's just all the gay bears. You know what? I'm going to give that joke a hoot. That joke deserves a hoot because we have 2 left to go, and I have an hour and a half in the show. And if I do all of that at the end and I have to go out, it's going to suck. It's normal for species to go extinct. Yeah, but the rate of extinction and the cause do matter. But I don't think humankind is doing enough to the planet to affect the environment to that extent when you compare it to all of the volcanoes that go off and all the other things. I'm more worried about like chemical pollution than I am about global warming. But nobody talks about that. We don't talk about how we need to go into India because that place's water is getting polluted to an extent because of the way that we don't talk about any of that. No. It's because you fascists want to drive your gas guzzling cars that the environment's burning. Like, I don't think so. This is BS. So no polar bear eat a lot of seal and salmon. So unless you take out all of their fish diet, so to speak, I think they'll be okay. Well, I don't know that they're necessarily turning vegan. I was making a joke. I think what a lot of people are saying, though, is that the people of the study. The people of the study are saying is that because of environmental impact of humans, it's having an effect on their genome, which I don't know. Polar bears are scavengers and opportunity eaters. Their life is a gamble from day one. It's why environmentalists use them for their doom and gloom. Oh, yeah, dude. Polar bears eat anything they get their hands on. most bears are. I think all bears are scavengers. I don't know any bear that's specifically like carnivorous or vegetarian. I think like all bears will eat berries and meat and whatever they can get their little bear mouths on. It all happens. But yes, let's get some animal videos, I guess. Get Wild Saffron what she wants. There's the polar bear thing. I don't want to do the eruption yet. We'll do a video first. We do have a couple of animal videos, I think, in the third hour. All right, wallaby. No. Does the Binghamton, New York story have a video? Let's see if we've got a video here. Nope, that's not a video. All right. There we go. This one's a video? It's kind of a video. All right, so here we go. This is the video. An escaped wallaby was recently captured in, I think, New Jersey? Or yeah, like from a zoo. It escaped from a zoo. Let's flip over to this, and boom. Don't worry, they caught it. They caught the wallaby. The wallaby is happy. The wallaby is healthy. Isn't that just like wallaby and kangaroo? What's really the difference? What's really the difference? A New Jersey sanctuary has a wallaby. They caught him at a Walmart. Authorities say that the wallaby in New Jersey escaped from an animal sanctuary and was spotted hopping through a Walmart parking lot. Damn it, I was hoping they caught him in the Walmart. I want them to catch him in the Walmart. The Lots of Love Farm in Williamstown said on social media that the wallaby named Rex had escaped from the facility on Monday night. Lots of Love Farm owner Ron Leyden said Rex had been caught and brought into a barn. Oh, wait, no, but brought into a barn to protect him from the cold winds. But the marsupial managed to get loose. Monroe Township Police confirmed that officers responded to multiple reports of a kangaroo wandering into traffic near East Megala Road. All right, so they caught him in a Walmart parking lot. That's less. I thought they caught him in the Walmart. Veldring, kangaroos are much bigger generally. Right, but they're the same thing. Why can't we call them a mini kangaroo? Wallaby just sounds weird. It's just lazy. Don't call him a wallaby. Call him a tiny Why can't he be a toy kangaroo? He's a kangaroo poodle. One of the two. Point is, we can do either one. Didn't Al Gore claim the polar bear was going to be extinct by the year 2005? Yeah, right. Back then. Yeah, right. Back there with your global warming baloney. Dude, what was it? Bill Gates recently came out and said, yeah, we were wrong about climate change. We were wrong about this and that and the doom and gloom of it. And then immediately following that up, I think, with the real reason to be worried. Here's my problem. The real reason to be worried, in my opinion, is because very, very few rich people are controlling what a lot of people have the access to say, do, and think, and that's not good. Al Gore just needed to be taken super... Guys, take me super cereal! Why is nobody worried about Man Bear Pig? Shit. Have I done 3 or 4? I lost count. That's not good. Fuck. Did I do 3 or did I do 4? I think I did 3. No, I didn't do 4. I know I didn't do 4. I mean 2 or 3. Start over, says HH. Right? You've got an hour and a half. Just hit it all again. That'll be fine. Nah, we'll go this way about it. And while we do, ooh, we're not doing that one. Let's go to this one. Let's go to a... Wait, I thought this was a video. Yes, video shows. So, load the video. Oh, of course, there's an ad. All right. So while we wait for this ad, and I'll do this
event, it's the perfect time to get
that. All right. So while we wait for this ad, let me just say, this is a skier skiing down a mountain in Italy as it erupts. So, balls to this guy for having a set, because, I mean, what are you going to do, wait there? Oh, it's never mind. I thought it was going to be way more thrilling. Oh, we just... Lava and ash spewed from Italy's Mount Etna, one of the most active volcanoes in the world, on Saturday. Oh, so it's not even that abnormal. Now this really doesn't seem like... you can tell it's New Year's. Nothing's really newsworthy. All right, burn number 4. Oh, Brian says you're on 3 now.
Weight Watchers now
no, I
offers
missed the last
access
15
to
minutes.
affordable GLP-1s.
Weight Watchers has everything I need.
All right,
from
here's
weight loss
what we'll
medication
we'll split
to
the
nutrition
difference.
support and help with my side effects.
First of all, your stupid ad. I don't want to. No, I don't. Yeah, I need weight loss medications. I am a fat white lady. Yeah, no, we'll
Our program.
Nope, stop it. So we'll cue the James Bond music. I thought so, but 94 was the year I was with the Seabees. I'm not sure what that is. Climate change alarmists convince people to give them their money either through a charity or regulatory taxation. Yeah, I'd agree. They are kind of... My dad was in the Seabees. Oh, 209 knows what that is. I'm guessing it's a military unit. I, myself, not ever in the military. All right, so yes, that was... I was hoping was going to be better. All righty, where are we going? That highway. We have this one for a dude that fell asleep, and then I think what is this one that I don't? What is this one over here? All right, we'll grab this. We'll see how, as long as the FPS doesn't fucking tank on me, because we're good. Nope. Go back, baby, go back. All right, you know what? I don't want to save that one for 420. I have to. Yeah, fuck it. We'll leave it. We'll do 420 as the fourth one, and then I do have to text somebody and be like, hey, let me know if I have to go out. Come on now. All right. Mummy Crutches, have you received my message kindly? No, she did. I'm just double checking. I don't want to... I asked her to pick up stuff for me so I don't have to go out, and I'm asking her to just let me know if she's doing that or not. If she's not, totally fine. I'll go do it myself. It'd be easier if I didn't have to, but it'll be a lot easier if I didn't have to, considering the 420 thing. But yeah, you do a show. It's what it is. It'll take a little longer to get ready, and then you'll be slower doing everything. You'll take longer in the store, and you'll take longer to load the car, take longer to climb in the car, and you'll go home and bring it all back. Maybe it meant something different in the 1950s. I'm not sure. Oh, CBs. It sounds like it'd be a communications thing, like CB radio. Matthew Q. The CBS are the military equivalent of engineer corps for the Army, and they're hardcore and do a lot of cool stuff. Yeah, like I knew like there's like the military corps people that you drop where they have to they have to land and build a runway so that the aircrafts can land and stuff. Rule of thumb, if someone says the world will end we don't do this, they're probably lying. Yeah, I would agree. Sounds like CBBS. like the kids channel. CBS. That's what I'm saying, CBS. Or you're saying CBs. Army Corps, or Army Corps, now I know you're not in the military. Army Corps of Engineers, says Arch Magnus Tim. I'm not in the military. I've never been in the military. I'm, who said Army Corps, though? You know what? Not worth figuring out. Not worth figuring out. But, Red Scooper, all the weed is affecting Johnny's thinking. That is true. That is true. Weed fatigue is real. And that's why the doctor is a show prop and something. I don't see Bay. Didn't know that's how it's pronounced. But yeah, I didn't plan to do all this stuff, and I don't smoke as much. I'm liking not smoking as much. My legs are stiff, and smoking more doesn't super duper fix that, so I haven't smoked more. It's kind of the way of it. I am almost not able. Whatever, fuck off. Anyhow, let's go with this. A car stopped, unresponsive driver, police officer. This is a dash cam put in a short because people can't. Why can't anybody put anything up in landscape mode? Let's
or passed out.
Right.
Police in Oklahoma say this video shows something they had never seen before. The Oklahoma Highway Patrol says it received multiple calls about a slow-moving car on a highway, and the driver appeared to be slumped over the wheel.
All right,
An officer located the vehicle.
Hold on. The driver slumped over the wheel. How is it staying in the lane? As in Marine Corps, born with a bad hip, I only qualified for Navy. Well, hey, it could be worse. He could be in the Air Force. Bishop, Jesus. How did he pull over if he was unresponsive? Right? Lane keep assist is great. Okay, so it is. That's what I thought. I kind of figured it had to be like a lane assist or something, so it's just... Because otherwise, how does this vehicle keep bouncing back and forth? I unless it was like I don't like all the cars having self-driving, so I was really happy to think that this didn't have that. But that is a great alignment. Who did it should get a bonus. The Air Force would have took you. That's why I'm saying it could have been worse. You could have been in the Air Force. They'd take me for fuck's sake. I don't know that. I mean, I'd say if my hands weren't dying, I could pilot a drone with the best of them. But me running, I can't use anything with foot pedals, and the right hand is still fading. So, what are you going to do? I'm living on borrowed time. So if you pull in front, it'll auto brake. Maybe. Well, this cop supposedly brings this vehicle to a halt, mind you. I haven't seen this beyond this point because when I got to this point, I told myself I wanted to pause it and figure out, especially if the audience could tell me, how is this thing not bouncing? Because you can see right here, it's over the line, but it never kicks the truck lane, it never kicks those. It's as soon as it gets to the line, it bounces, and as soon as it gets there, like it's too perfect. I'm like, there had to be some sort of system. Fly drones from your new computer. Not a bad idea, Badger. But at this point, I don't think they'd take me. Join the Air Force, work underground. Right? Join the Air Force, never go up in the sky. But don't worry, everything you're joysticking will. I will say this, though. Would you rather be a pilot in the air, literally putting your life on the line, or would you rather Star Fox 64 it and just do a barrel roll? And if it blows up the UAV, no skin off my nuts. John Q. Public paid for it. I'm just the guy with a joystick. All right, let's go ahead and let's hit play.
About 40 miles per hour, drifting between lane lines. Police say the officer tried driving next to the car with his lights and siren on to get the driver to respond, but that didn't work. The officer used a tactical maneuver to stop the vehicle and prevent a crash, according to Highway Patrol.
TBI, and he's woke up.
Police say the driver told them he had just worked nearly 20.
I thought we were going to find out the guy was dead. All right, now I got to go back. I thought for sure we were going to find out the dude was dead. But instead, when they pit maneuver you, see, there you go, you woke up. Look, if you just worked over 20 hours and it's getting that bad, just fucking pull off. Climb in the back of your car, lock the doors, keep the keys out of your pockets, and just take a nap. I was going to say diabetic coma since it's Oklahoma. Yeah, he just left the Krispy Kreme bakery, and well, that glazing was in the air, and it gets in your blood system there and gives you a real woof, and you're out. A whole lot of energy for about 30 seconds, and then night for 3 weeks.
TBI, and he's woke up.
Police say the driver told them he had just worked nearly 20 hours within a 24-hour period and was driving home with the car's lane assist feature activated. Authorities are unsure how the vehicle maintained its speed because they don't believe the cruise control was on. The driver was safely transported home and was issued a citation for inattention.
Dude, this stuff's going to happen.
You can see those waves that are coming up here on the shores of Lake Erie in Hamburg, and that BMW has been here. Someone who works at the Hoax restaurant right here says the windows have been down in that vehicle since 7 a.m., so 5 hours of getting pummeled.
This person is either completely...
What the fuck? Why did it go to... That's why I hate shorts. I would have my lawyer argue there was too much donut in the air, not enough oxygen. Look, guys, it's just that when that frosting gets in the air, I'm just completely wasted. It's not going to work. So they pitted his ass. And he woke up. Apparently, it was a real comfy nap draped across the steering wheel of his car. You can't be... If you're slumped over the steering wheel, you can't be buckled in. Because, like... Yeah, I don't... So that guy wasn't wearing a seatbelt either, it sounds like. That is great alignment. Oh, yeah, we covered that. Whoever did this should get a bonus. So, yes, they pitted his ass. I don't understand why you chose to drive home after a 20-hour shift in a 24-hour period. Yeah, that sounds like nodding off. 24-hour shift at the ball crushing factory. Right, what are you doing for a job? I do want to know that. If you're working 20 hours, it's a little weird. How many lives you put at risk doing that? Just driving by. That's one of those gods just looking down. He's like, just any minute now, I'm just going to say, fuck it and let it happen. But yes, I'm going to pit Johnny's wheelchair. Why would you do that? Badger B got to pay the wife's credit card bills. I mean, I don't know about credit card bills, but if you got a kid, yeah, you got to pay for that shit. Alrighty. Yeah, that sounds like nodding off. Yeah, I don't know, like, anytime I get that bad where I start being like, oh, I'm going to fall asleep, that's when I'm like, nope, we're pulling off. We're taking a nap. I won't drive under that condition. I will say this, though. I'm not perfect. I've, driven at times, and maybe I shouldn't have when I was younger. Made questionable decisions. I'm not perfect, but god damn, I would hope I'd never do that. And I still want to know how he drove how his car was driving with him slumped over the steering wheel and him wearing a seatbelt. I don't see that working. Johnny, 2026, let's sign you up for Murder Ball. What the is Murder Ball? Here, I'll even Google it. I'll Google Murder Ball. What is Murder Ball? And if it's not a thing, then I'm going to say I don't want to get signed up. I don't think it's a thing. All right, maybe it is. Oh, Murder Ball, also known as wheelchair rugby, is a full-contact, intense Paralympic sport for athletes with quadriplegia, where players are specially... All right. Videos. I'm going back. Wheelchair rugby or quad rugby, formerly known as Murder Ball. All right. If we don't get some good audio and it's just music, I'm going to mute it. Yep, we're not doing that. I'm not opposed. I'm not opposed to Murder Ball. Also, correct me if I'm wrong, but is one of his hands just a stump? It is! It is! It's old one-hander Commander McStumpyface for Team USA getting shucked to the ground by Australia. I'll tell you this, he's got no legs and only one arm. But as of this moment, he's got at least 3 massive balls. All right, he's back down to 2, but still, a warrior. What does the roll cage protect? We need more Murder Ball. I need more Murder Ball.
This is Paralympic rugby, but don't be fooled. It may involve wheelchairs, but this sport can test and break anyone.
All right, yeah. Now, this is, for anyone who cares, this is the channel that we're watching, On Demand News, and I want him to tell me what this Murder Ball is all about. Like, I get it's rugby in a wheelchair, but you don't earn a name like Murder Ball for being a... All right, let's find out. Like, do I get a helmet? If I get a helmet, I'm all right with it. Just because I already have enough brain damage. I don't need more.
That's why it's better known, worryingly, as Murder Ball. Participants rocket around the court, pulling breathtaking maneuvers.
Oh, what's a
Slamming into each
maneuver?
other with bone-crunching metal on metal, or skin on floor collisions. The squads have been trying out ahead of the 2012 Games in London, and they're certainly commanding respect and getting themselves noticed. So if you really want to get tough in 2012, forget the decathlon. Forget any kind of Iron Man. You want to get yourself some steel.
All right, now here's my question. Do we allow people who can walk? Like, because I can't really walk, but I can stand. Do you have to be a quadriplegic? Johnny's got to start training Murder Ball champion Pure Rage. Think Rocky crossed with Murder Ball. It's not about how hard you roll. It's about how hard you can get rolled and keep moving forward. That's how Murder Ball is done. I do like Murder Ball. All right, so now that we got a good explanation of Murder Ball, let's see if we have any good Murder Ball videos. 2005, no. How long? These are all. Is Murder Ball still done? 12 years ago. Guys, we might, like, I'm not seeing anything within the last decade. Oh, wait, 4 years ago. Johnny Bananas gets challenged to murder ball with Team USA's wheelchair.
What do you call this trick, guys?
Getting dizzy.
These things are so maneuverable, it's insane. I mean, this thing turns on a dime.
It's the best sport no one's ever seen.
It's high impact, it's loud.
The contact, the physicality of the game. My favorite part of the game is contact.
Right here! Oh,
I'd play this game if it cost me my legs. You don't use them. That's why I'm willing to wager.
I gotta have more cowbell.
I have no idea. Caxiozermodus. I've got bad news for you. We only speak English here. I'm sorry. Oh, come on. It's Basque. I don't even know what that is. I don't. It's easy to understand. Not if you're not fluent in it. Totally not easy to understand. All right, so let's go ahead and keep watching a little bit more on the murder ball. Boom.
what the hell just happened? Wheelchair rugby is regarded as the Paralympic.
All right, so now I know what that means. Nola de Zula Ina means, what is your name? It's like Spanish. I took 2 years of German, and 9 still seems like a number to me. So it's, I'm a bad example of multicultural people or people that are bilingual, because I'm not.
Olympics' most dangerous sport. Also known as murder ball, this dynamic action sport is dominated by Team USA.
All right, dude, I don't care who it's dominated by. Yeah, dude, sign me up. Not only sign me up for murder ball, just get me a murder ball wheel. I want to use a murder ball wheelchair in my daily life. I want a wheelchair like this. This would be fun. I would like a murder ball wheelchair. It'd be a great time. So, I am all for the murder ball wheelchair. Get Johnny on the Paralympics team for Team USA, says Red Scooper. Yeah, everybody over there on Rumble. I don't know if... do I got to quit smoking weed for that? Like, the Olympics, they... Plus, dude, I'm like 45. No offense, I'm kind of past my Olympic prime window. I would hope we have a larger, healthier field of crippled people other than myself for Team USA. Team USA needs drug testing. Yeah, but it's not a performance enhancer. You need the wheelchair from that movie Silver Bullet. I don't know if I know the Silver Bullet wheelchair off the top of my head. It sounds like something we've talked about, but as other people have pointed out, because of the massive hype train we had earlier, I don't know. That's dude is gray. Okay, Mr. Q. You can be in your 40s in Olympic horse riding. Well, I know Silver Bullet is a Stephen King movie. I just don't remember the wheelchair in Silver Bullet, if you will. It's a werewolf movie. I just don't remember. Don't remember the wheelchair. Just being honest. Just the way it is. All right, so I don't know how much more of this I want. Let's clip it around. Let's
be able to get in the way of the ball handler.
Got it.
Like this.
And now,
all right, so you're wow. It's like a wheelchair combined with a shopping cart, but built at home. All right, this one looks like it's made with tin foil. Hold on.
Have a picker on the front. The idea is that I'm not a ball handler, but this is going to be able to get in the way of the ball handler.
Got it.
Like this.
and now
you try and hook him.
So now I can't push forward because he's picked in there.
Oh, damn.
All right, so yeah, he is. It does. It looks like tinfoil. I'm going to say this looks like an incredibly poor sport.
James got me, boys! I'm gonna
me sitting this one out. Oh, coach. Push. Are they allowed to be? Yes.
It's a contact sport. It's a contact sport.
The learning curve I found on this is incredibly steep. Now I know why they call it murder ball. Oh my God, this is so confusing. Hold on. Watching it and then playing it, I mean, you realize how difficult and how gifted these athletes.
Right, because you have to, stop rolling the chair to throw the ball, stay standing, and they've got no legs. This guy's got one hell of a paunch on him, though. Look at that gut coming under. He's carrying that ball like an egg. And then, no offense, are you missing your fingers? What is it with this sport? Everybody's missing an arm and or at least a few of their digits.
It's hard.
Get around them. Keep working. Push.
10-second notes.
Now I want Rip Thorne's character to be the guy in the wheelchair. I want the dodgeball guy. Like, he's dead, obviously. So let's get AI out there and get AI to make Rip Thorne's dodgeball coach character the guy teaching the Team USA on murder ball. So you need to figure out your position before you get your chair. I would hope that they could mount that bracket on and you could play different positions. And guess who's regarded as the greatest murder ball player ever? Hillary Clinton. Hi, Digger. Happy holidays. Yeah, Digger, good to see you on the Rumble, the YouTube chat. We saw you in the Rumble. Wheelchair Robot Wars. I mean, almost. But dude, I want to do this. This would actually be fun. Sign up for this. The IRL streams would be fire. I don't even know that there's anyone playing murder ball in the area. But here's where I wouldn't IRL stream it. One, I kind of think IRL streaming is a little gay. I make certain exceptions based on the setup of it. But overall, like, hey guys, come watch me play murder ball. No. And I have to clear it with every other person. It would be wrong of me to stream a game, like, if, especially people in wheelchairs, maybe they don't want someone watching. Maybe they just want to relax and play a game and not be a handy. Yeah, that's a horrible idea, dude. LOL, damn it. You beat me to my own jokes, says Jelly for the Smelly. Oh, OJ Simpson. The original murder ball champion.
Oh,
Go on better.
God, man.
But wheelchair rugby isn't just a pastime. For some, it's a sport promoting camaraderie and family. And for others, the court is a place to reestablish purpose.
For some of these guys and gals, this is a way for them to reclaim who they were before.
July 10, 2004, beautiful Wisconsin day, 75 degrees. I'm out on the boat with my buddies, and my buddy accidentally hits the bottom of the river. I fly backwards and break my neck at the C6 and 7 level. Just really random. I was 19 years old, playing college football at the time, and then boom, in 1 second, I go from 6'5", 260 pounds to a wheelchair for the rest of my life.
When I was 13, I was laying down in the back seat of our family SUV, and we were T-boned. I broke my neck and became a C5-6 quadriplegic.
As a combat engineer.
Here's what I'm going to say about the other people, not this guy. Here's what I'm going to say about those other people. Must be nice to have a specific "this is why it happened" thing. Like, I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
We were out doing a patrol, and we had found an IED, and that was the one that blew up on me.
Damn.
Constantly looking for that way to be able to reach back to the past and bring it forward is something that we all do, in some ways in our lives. And to be able to have this sport be able to give that opportunity, it's invaluable.
Well, cool. I don't know, man. It'd be interesting. I'm going to say this. My current wheelchair rig ain't got the gas for such a game. Woohoo, I'm home. Wow, his legs are... Aw. Aw, that's not okay. That's not okay. That's so hurtful, man. But no, that actually would be kind of cool. I could get into that. Wheelchair rugby. Well, now you know. And if you don't know, now you know. You ain't got no legs, Lieutenant Dan. Lieutenant Dan ice cream. Lieutenant Dan. Why won't you love me, Johnny? All right, let's do this and that. And then I got to do that to this. Yeah, I got to do that. You know what? We'll worry about that later. Stealing. God just hates Johnny. Why? Why does God hate me? Did we drop for a minute? I don't think so. Why does God hate me? God doesn't hate me. If God hated me, you'd think he would have finished the job. I feel like if it was really that kind of a deal, because Johnny hates jazz. I don't hate jazz. Have I ever said I hate jazz? I don't know that I love jazz either. Let's just be clear, but I don't hate jazz. Oh, cool. My dad gave me a Buffalo Wings gift card. I know what I'm having for lunch tomorrow. Well, good for you, buddy. You enjoy those. I used to know somebody who worked at Buffalo Wild Wings. Their sauce used to be really, really hot. I got to eat some of my dad's 2F hot sauce, which isn't good tasting, but it's a spicy, spicy barbecue sauce. I made him literally, like, his butt was burning so bad on the back end from those habaneros that he had to hover above the toilet as he pooed, and his wife called me while he was like on the toilet in tears. She's like, "What have you done to him?" And I'm like, "I didn't do this. I told him not to do it. He just went with it." If God hated Johnny, God would have made him use those legs. You clearly don't know me. I was using the shit out of them before they stopped working. So thanks for trying, Saint Caesar, but yeah, not really going to work. I used to know someone who knew someone who worked at Buffalo Wild Wings. You're right. It is kind of a weird story like that. But no, my friend was a manager at a Buffalo Wild Wings, and I got him to eat my dad's barbecue sauce because he's like, I work at Buffalo Wild Wings. And they're reputed for having very, very hot and spicy wings. And he's a hot and spicy guy. And like I said, my dad's 2F hot sauce was not like, oh my God, it tastes so good. It wasn't super duper good, but it was, as its name implied, 2F hot. And it burned like a mofo. It melted rivets, and he ate that. Let's just say on the back end it burned. I tried. Sorry, sir, I'm off today. It happens, buddy. It happens. In an hour, we're going to be off as well, and I mean by done broadcasting. I have been on pins and needles worrying whether or not the computer's going to keep working. So thank you for being here, everybody. We are going to try and keep going today and tomorrow, and then on Friday we'll come back. But if the computer gives us a guff, we're not gonna. I tried setting up OBS on the laptop. It's just running virtual DJ was kind of like its top level, and OBS is a bit bigger of an ask. So running OBS and installing software to my Rodecaster, it's really just not going to help anything. So we're going to do that. So it's a 3-person booth tomorrow, Johnny. Is it a 3-person booth tomorrow? No, it's just me and Digger so far as I know. Again, this all being highly predicated on the idea that the PC stays running. But we also won't we won't be doing anything crazy. I'm going to be on Digger's New Year's Eve stream and stuff. So good afternoon. What did I miss, says MSO? You missed a lot. Like a lot. Honestly, I don't know how much we could go back for. Sir, yeah, maybe I just read that in general. I'm a naturally polite person. But hey, I will tell you one thing we just covered. I found out there's a sport called Murder Ball, and I'm totally down to play Murder Ball. We've had a very successful funding day. Thank you, everybody that's contributed to the program. Our goal is currently somewhere around $60 on January 15th, so that January 9th Go F Me funding show is really set up for victory already. So thank you, everybody that is a part of that. I was asking if Brian was on tomorrow. Yeah, I got that, but I don't. I don't know. If someone PayPal's Johnny $50, I will be here tomorrow with my chain. All right, now I normally don't ask somebody PayPal me $50 so Brian can be here, and I am not because I want $50. Let's be clear, because I love that chain. I love that chain. So yeah, do that. Totally do that. Brian needs to be here tomorrow. Somebody shoot me $50 on Venmo, PayPal. We'd be so grateful. Here, I'll put all the links in the show, chats, and Control C, copy. I normally have these all up, but I forgot to do that today because again I got distracted. I'm really hoping my mom is going to run that errand for me. I can hang out more time with my daughter after the show. She got to hang out for a little bit, and I promised her that since she was home, she'd get to hang out with Daddy while he prepped his show, and I feel like it took longer for all that to happen. She got a little shortchanged. It was a fun show last time the three of you were on. Yeah, dude, I love doing shows with Digger and Brian. May I call you Captain Crutches? You may. You may call me Captain Crutches. I don't know what I'm supposed to be a captain of, but you can call me Captain Crutches. So what you're saying is we're pre-gaming the New Year's Eve stream. God, I hope not. I've got to make it an awfully long time, and I'm kind of used to waking up early in the morning. So, St. Caesar, Captain Crutches. Aye, Captain Crutches. Look, if you throw me $50, I dare to say you can almost call me anything you want. And I say almost because it within taste. I can't read a lot out. We got to make sure we're not missing anybody. And we're good. Did we miss anybody there? Nope, we're good. All right. So we're good. There we are. Digger is first mate. Well, second. What do you mean, well, second? It's not. Hey, Tag, you want to get Al for proof of life? People want that from me. Anyways, so I have, about 40 minutes until I got to do that hit. Well, warming up, i.e. coffee and hearty lunches before the New York, I saw NY and immediately read New York. Dear Lord, before the New Year's Eve stream. Yeah, before the New Year's Eve stream, I'm gonna be eating food and like popcorn and brats or stew or whatever, and I'm just I need to sleep in tomorrow. I think 7 a.m. will be enough of a sleep in. 7 to 8 is about as early as late as I can sleep. But I also have been going to bed earlier and earlier. I'm turning into an old person where it's like, oh, it's 10:30. Somebody get me my glass of warm milk and I'll go to bed. I was up at 4 a.m. Yeah, I wake up tossing and turning, but yeah, no, I'm not that guy that used to be able to like stay up until 2 in the morning and then go to bed and get back up at 6 and fucking rock another day. And like, nope, we don't do that. We don't do that. I follow Mr. Q. What is Mr. Q time? I have no idea what Mr. Q time is. And yes, MSO, good to see you. Digger's in the chats. Happy to see everybody. We have about 45 minutes left in this thing. Let's find something else to do. We got a bunch of stuff to talk about. We just recently talked about in Oklahoma a highway patrol officer who had to pit maneuver somebody because they passed out after driving for 20 hours. So what hope do I have at the tender, seasoned old age of 45? You are not an old person till you crave Cracker Barrel. I don't know that I will ever crave Cracker Barrel. I hope not. But you never say never. St. Caesar saying, I stay up and have a glass of champagne with my dad and toast the new year. I will be toasting the new year, but let's just say this. I'm happier having less chemicals in me than more, and I already have like made reasons to have some, so it's just, It would be great to see Brian on the stream, says Wild Saffron. He should take a day off from trying to set water on fire. Look, Wild, I agree. I would feel better if Brian took a day off from setting water on fire. But I think Brian's ability to set water on fire is what makes him the Jesus of our time. Not that he's actually Jesus or the reincarnation thereof, my apologies, but a miracle worker of sorts. Because I have never seen anyone set water on fire. I've seen someone set things on fire with water. Never actually seen water on fire. Correct standard time. Right, correct standard time. That's the best time. I never stay up for midnight, says Pab Fargo. Well, if I do the show with Digger, and I'll have to watch my volume, but if I do the show with Digger, I might be up until like 4 a.m. for this. I don't know that I can make it. I don't think I will. You know what it'll be? I'll pass out at some point. I'll just be like, I'll have to have my phone on vibrate and sit on it, and she'll have to call me a bunch. So I sit up and I go, I hear that, Brian. You're the devil. Instead of walking on the water, you light it on fire. It's not what I'm saying at all. I'm in shock. No talk of the rapture this year to end New Year's. Well, we did have the guy that built the arks, because supposedly in 2026 a great flood was coming, but I'm guessing not a lot of movements happened on that. I gotta take this real quick. I'm sorry, I was talking. Spoiler, that was my mom. I was talking with my mom, and I completely forgot that I'm doing a show. It's amazing. It's an amazing trick my mom has. Like, she doesn't do anything specifically. It's not intentional. It's not whatever. But I just, like, somehow my mom can talk to me, and time drops, and we just talk. And I'm like, oh, I can read lips. He's saying, no, I still want one, but it was supposed to be red, not black. If I wanted a black... That is not at all what I said. St. Aaron. Hi, Johnny's mom. Well, she's not on the phone now, but thank you. Thank you, St. Aaron. No, she's running errands for me, and her doing that means I don't have to go out. So the controlled burn that I'm going to do in 20 minutes is all on me. I walk on water all the time when it's frozen, says MSO. But I too was like Jesus, but only for 3 months out of the year. Apply fire. It's right there in the Smoking Hog Handbook. Wait a minute. At Duck. Wait, what are we talking about? Dig holes and stuff. They pitted his ass. Paraplegic. We did that. It would be great to see Brian on stream. Right. I smoke hogs on New Year's Day. Oh, dude, Atomic Ray. I've been watching Digger and me, just because we go through stuff. I've been watching this, like, fucking barbecue challenge or whatever show on Netflix, and like the first and second season, they end with a whole hog cook. I've never been part of a whole hog cook, and I always thought that I was like too good for that because I have an oversized sense of empathy, so I don't really care for animals being harmed or butchered or that sort of thing, but I am also a carnivore, so I understand you don't get meat without murdering like a cow. You can't have a steak unless you kill it. So the whole hog cook thing, I've been watching it, and now from a scientific, like how to do it standpoint, I'm mesmerized. I'm mesmerized at the idea of a whole hog splayed out and the different ways that they cook it, and the idea that it's going to be delicious and tasty and fully cooked. And then the things I was like the skin crackling, like the crackling. Oh dear Lord, I didn't know that was a thing. And I'm so interested to try it. All right, you can walk on water when it's ice. Lose some weight, fat ass, you'll float above the waterline. Actually, here's the thing. Most people who are fat are actually buoyant. Fat tends to be somewhat buoyant. I've seen the hog roast done, but I didn't eat any of the pigs. Crunchy skin, says Pab Fargo. Crackling on pork is delicious. Never had it. Same with lamb on the spit. Never wanted to eat it before. I started working in a restaurant where we did lamb chops, and they're presented French style, which means you clean off the top ends of the bones. And so I've had a few, let's just say I was influenced by another chef. I had a few raw lamb trimmings. Crackling on pork is delicious. Lag Blast with $2. Venmo. Saying Venmo. Boop. Boop. Venmo. Indeed. Let's check the Venmo. Brian, your request has been met. So we have to make it a 3-way stream tomorrow. You've never had pork crackling, suburban is. Look, here's what I'll say. If you sat me down and told me about pork crackling, I would say I don't think I'd like that. I don't know. But when I saw it, it looked like crispy fucking bacon. And when I watched the guy eat it, I heard just chewing it, and he's just like, that's delicious. That's like potato chips. And I went, oh shit. If you're telling me that you have a bacon potato chip, I'm your bitch. And it's just I love lamb, but as a kid I hated it, and I still don't like meat that looks like an animal. Well, I've done taxidermy and a bunch of other things. I've put butter compotes under the skin of a turkey, so it's like handling a carcass. Not a big deal. I don't like when there's a lot of cleanup afterwards, and I feel bad. Not enough to stop, just enough to be annoying. So it's pork rinds. Kind of, SH. It's pork rinds. It looked delicious. Also, we in the UK have pork scratchlings. Also, I think he means cracklins. I think he means cracklins. It is an all-day affair. Oh, I know, Atomic Ray. Like Duck says, hard to keep that fire lit until the fat starts dripping into the coals. Well, the people we've been watching have been like barbecue, smoke master barbecue stuff. So they've been using wood. We've been watching people do it with wood. And I will say this. I saw one guy do it with wood who apparently cooked the hog right, but he charred and scorched the skin. And I saw another dude who not only cooked the hog right, fucking perfect mahogany color. According to the judges, I don't know anything about this, but it just thinking about it actually makes my mouth salivate like a weird Pavlovian dog problem. So the smell of pork and hickory is gospel. I would agree, Atomic Ray. I think like anyone who's ever had pulled pork cooked in, well, you say hickory. I'm hickory, cherry, walnut, I think might be the one. I don't remember what my dad did it with. He did a mixture. So he did like hickory and walnut maybe, because it was only 2 woods. But he did like woods that he burnt, and then he did like wood chips that he soaked at the same time. It's weird. Have you ever seen when they bury it in the ground with hot coals? Yeah, actually, we did. I don't know about a whole hog, but I saw a dude cook a fish that way. Here's where that weirds me out. I understand the premise and the science of it. Can we not invent a modern day way of doing that without involving dirt? I just don't like dirt in my food. I don't like dirt in my food. That's why I find the idea of a dirt cookie so appalling. It's dirt that is food. Lamb is young, mutton is old sheep. Yeah. We did the lamb chops, not the mutton chops. I have the mutton chops, but one would think Johnny of all exotic meats has it all. You know what? We've had so much amazing funding today. Nobody's requested this, but since you said Johnny's exotic meats, I have to give proper respect to Fall in the Greats jingle, and we've had a whole shitload of funding. So how about just for one today, because this is the new holiday season jingle. So this one's only got like a week or two before, like next week would be probably when it's done. And so here you go, guys. Just because he brought it up, and I felt, why not? Your True Colors show, you dirtist. I don't like eating dirt. Excuse me.
Yo, it's Johnny on the block with the holiday heat. Got a wild little deal, this is Christmas to eat. Leftover elf ham, reindeer in the pan. Turn the bratwurst links, yeah, that's Johnny's plan. Holiday breakfast, sizzle in the pan. Candy cane sizzle for the Santa fan. Stock
Bury the hog in coals. That is doable, but you lose the crackliness. Well, yeah, the moisture can't escape if the dirt's on top.
Breakfast beast. Elf ham, reindeer flavor so key. Buy two, get one free. Get one free.
It is a banger, I'll admit.
Line around the corner, snow on the street. Everybody chasing that Christmas treat. Grill it, fry it, stack that plate high. Johnny got the hookup, don't let it slide by. Wrap it in a bun, serve with eggs.
Why?
With the juice running down.
Everybody's loving this song.
Your cousin and your Ray. Johnny's got the deal, buy two, get one free. Johnny's exiting meats, come feast, come feast. Christmas bratwurst, breakfast beast. Elf ham, reindeer flavor so key. Buy two, get one free, get one free.
None of this is true.
Snow on the street, everybody chasing that Christmas tree. Grill it, fry it, stack that plate high. Johnny got the hookup, don't let it slide by. Wrap it in the bun, or serve with eggs. Jiggle with the juice running down your legs.
I'm trying to avoid the beat. This is a DJ thing. Like you just. Let's keep yourself moving. This rocks. Gotta say, I enjoy it every time I hear it. Says Digger. Digger, yes, Digger does love. And I don't know if Fall in the Great is here to get this praise. Digger does love all of Fall in the Great's jingles. This one and the other one, she did it. St. Caesar ignored my last link. Yeah, I did. Because I don't want to do your pork scratchlands thing. I just don't really care. Reminds me of the Beastie Boys. Yeah, that's what I was going to say with that one. I do feel like it's a Beastie Boys thing. But to get one free. Yeah, Wild Saffron really likes that. They think it's fire. So that is, again, Fall in the Greats work there. I'm wondering, can we look at... Does it give us a list of other things he's done? Oh, dear Lord. All right, now, look. I clicked on Fall in the Great's Suno page, which is how Fall in the Great made that awesome song. Thank you so much. It's gonna start looking like you're obsessed with me. Like there's two other people, but other than that, of the 9 songs you have, 6 of them are almost exclusive. 5 of them are about me. I'm sorry, that's Digger's and Digger 420. All right, let's Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to take this. Holy Jesus, I clicked the wrong screen. Inception Batman. if your PC can do it. No, I'm not opening Discord. Discord's not open right now. You are amused, Johnny. I'm amusing. Johnny's Raged Unleashed. No. Johnny K is so awesome. No, thank you. Johnny K the record. No. Here's the original Exotic Meats jingle. We'll do a then and now.
Step right up and take a seat.
Johnny's got that tasty treat.
Reindeer oh so tender and lean.
Elf and deals that are just obscene.
I don't care for this picture.
Oh, Johnny's Exotic Meat.
They put too many N's in it.
Flavors can't be beat. Reindeer's off by 25.
Elf ham BOGO keeps the feast alive.
It's your fallen wino butt breathing songs this last class.
Take a nibble, take a chew.
Johnny's got the meats for you.
Oh, Johnny's
No, he doesn't.
meat.
He doesn't. He doesn't.
Where the flavors can't be beat.
None of this is true.
Reindeer's off by 25.
The only thing I have is a hideous lower jaw. I don't have a meat store.
So grab your fork, don't delay.
Johnny's deals won't last all day.
I don't have any deals.
Reindeer ham and every treat.
Only at Johnny's Exotic Meat.
Look, Digger, I prefer the rap one, and it can play year round. No, it can't, because it references Christmas in the rap song. So it can't play year round. You know, I will say this. Other people I know get called fat, gay, pedos, whatever. Like a lot of people, when you go online, I apparently have now developed a fantasy that people need to see fulfilled. Of all the fantasies you could be accused of, I have to say, secretly operating a meat market, probably not the worst one, though it does sound a little gay. Arch Magnus still waiting for the music video. You're going to be waiting a long time because I ain't making no music video for that. Look, if we end up having one that we use all year long, once the new computer's here and I'm doing all my video stuff and editing stuff with that, it's not a horrible idea. It's not a horrible idea. I should do more work. I thought it only said that the elf roast was available. It's a year-round meat, Johnny. Try it in the summer on the barbecue. The song's literal name. No, the song's literal name is Johnny's Exotic Meats Christmas Wrap. This is your favorite one.
Yo, it's Johnny on the block with the holiday heat. Got a wild
Holiday
little
heat.
deal. This is Christmas to eat.
Christmas to
elf
eat.
ham, reindeer in the
Leftover.
pan. Turn to bratwurst links. Yeah, that's Johnny's plan. Holiday breakfast, sizzle in the pan. Candy cane sizzle for the Santa fan. Stock.
The worst part is I know right now, I don't know where you guys are. I know Digger's at home right now, and I know when I'm playing this, I picture her like freaking dancing like an extra in a hip-hop video. Just freaking bouncing her hips and throwing her arms in the air, just to this song.
Up the freezer, fill that plate by
She's
two,
probably just
get
sitting there
one. That's
fucking.
crazy, right? Johnny's Exotic Meats, come feast, come feast. Christmas bratwurst, breakfast beast. Elf ham,
That's what she's doing.
flavor so key, buy two, get one free. Get one free.
Hey, Bricks Gaming, good to see you. All right, we're gonna stop this. We've given enough play to. Again, very entertaining. Fallen's amazing songs. We've given enough play to. Hey, Bricks Gaming, good to see you. Hey, fun update for you, Bricks Gaming. I was going to be messaging a bunch of people. You would have been one of them about an unknown, unsure of time frame that I'd be stepping away from World of Warcraft because of PC problems. But after doing a lot of thinking about how to handle everything, the solution we ended up handling will make that not a thing. Jay Warren's, she's twerking that ass. She's twerking that ass. They call me Wheels and you the leg man. I'm not the leg man, but she is twerking that ass. Digger saying, I can't twerk. Don't ruin the fantasy. Don't ruin the fantasy. Yes, you can, Digger. You can just jiggle it. Just a little bit. Jay Warren believes in you, and so do I. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Jay Warren believes in you, and so do I. All right, let's go ahead and grab a couple things. We've only got about 15 minutes before I got to do my last controlled burn of the day. We'll do that on the 420. I got to prep a new hit for that because we burnt out what we had in there. Ooh, Olympian termed fugitive. This is a video. Ooh, a video. Let's go to a video. We go to video. This is video. Is video. Is Vigo.
Dollars worth of motorcycles looks like. The FBI says
Oh,
they are believed
wrong
to
one
belong
again.
to Ryan Wedding. He's a former Olympic snowboarder for Team Canada, who is now on the FBI's 10 most wanted list.
Oh, I think Digger was talking to us about this. A former Team Canada guy on the 10 most wanted. This is what? Oh, 40 million in motorcycles? That's it? That's 40 million in motorcycles? There's got to be more behind the camera angle. We've got to have, I don't see a Vincent Black Knight or maybe these are some Indians. A lot of these look like Ducatis and maybe even Bells. Like, what the hell, man? This is 40 million in motorcycles?
This is what $40 million worth of motorcycles looks like. The FBI says they are believed to belong to Ryan Wedding. He's a former Olympic snowboarder for Team Canada, who is now on the FBI's 10 most wanted list. The motorcycles were seized earlier this month after Mexican authorities executed several search warrants. So how did Wedding end up as a fugitive?
Ryan Wedding is a
I'm less
iteration
about
of Pablo Escobar.
At the 2002 Winter Olympics, Ryan Wedding finished as the 24th best parallel giant slalom.
Ryan, we have the watch now, and we'll see you at the Biker Boys sequel. All right. Yeah, dude is a big-time dealer. My dad played rugby for Scotland. Nice. My father was in the Commonwealth Games for rugby. Digger knows what the Commonwealth Games are. He played rugby for Scotland. Good for you, Jay Warren. My dad tried out for the 88 Olympic team. That's it. Tried out, goaltender, third string cut, which means he was cut right before. Like, they take 2 goalies with them. I think, like, you have maybe 3. Either way, whatever the cutoff point was, he was, like, right up to that line. So he went, for hockey, yeah. Yeah. He was in the he was as he loves to tell it, and I don't know how true this is because I'm going off of his word, but as he loves to tell it, that close to being on the dream team. The problem was he was too small. According to him, he was a very good goaltender, but yeah, I don't know. Were they smuggling drugs in the motorcycles? I still don't see 40 million in the motorcycles, though, Wild. I still don't see 40 million in the motorcycles. Jay Warren, I don't have it down right now. I should go grab it some other time. I actually have his goalie mask. He has a half face, like kind of like Jason Voorhees styled fiberglass goalie mask that he made himself, shaped off of his own face. Like, he made his own goalie mask, and I have it. It's like a historical heirloom. Johnny would be great in the bobsled team. Yeah, I just sit in the front and weigh the whole thing down. Be perfect.
Snowboarder in the world. But after his run as an Olympian, Wedding is believed to have entered the drug world after taking a bouncer job at a nightclub, according to Rolling Stone. In June 2008, Wedding was convicted of conspiring to possess.
You can see those waves that are coming up here on the shores of Lake Erie.
This is why I don't like shorts.
Possessed with intent to distribute cocaine, according to a criminal complaint.
All right, so now here's my thing, though. You just said that his stats as a snowboarder, like he finished like 12th in the world at the Olympics. So no offense, but like, did he resort to being a bouncer and become a drug dealer, or did he just realize that maybe he was way more proficient at that than he was? I can't get my hair to stay away that I'm happy. I didn't put any product in it. That's part of the problem. But or is he was better at this than snowboarding? He's way better at this. It's pretty awesome OG goalie mask. Yeah, it is an amazingly awesome OG goalie mask. And I can show you where he had to Bondo it back together. I don't know about Bondo. I don't know what the stuff he uses. I can show you where he had to start putting some of it back together because it cracked when he took a puck to the cheek. He took a slap shot to the cheek wearing a goalie mask that is quintessentially the equivalent of a ceramic faceplate. It just is unbelievable. I've taken shots to the head, shots to the chest, shots to the balls, and the only one that's ever given me pause was the 90-mile-an-hour slap shot to the nuts I took in high school. That, as my coach quoted from the moment, "Hisaki in the noodle, son." Yes, he did. Yes, he did. But yeah, no, my dad's like face mask and the damage to it where the puck broke the face mask, because immediately following that, it's on your skin. So there's no space between the mask and your face. So if it broke the mask, it means it was at the very least pushing on your bones. If not, I'm pretty sure he completely shattered his orbital bone on that one. I don't know. I could be wrong. But definitely whatever this bone is, because it's right here. It's right here.
It was after his release from prison in 2011 that prosecutors allege he became a drug kingpin. In 2024, federal prosecutors
Wait a
released
minute.
a superseding indictment charging
W
God
has
damn it,
been
don't.
here, someone who works at
wedding with running a criminal enterprise.
He started as a bouncer and he became a drug kingpin? No offense, he's way better at this than he was at snowboarding. I don't know if you guys know this or not, whoever's reporting this, but in the world of the Olympics, getting there is only part of it. You gotta, like, compete, perform, place, medal, that kind of stuff. Otherwise, what's the point? So, like, going as Canada's snowboarding representative, a country laden with snow, and coming away at 12th, that's not very well. But starting out as a bouncer and that's an even better story than Scarface. Oh my God, it's the Canadian Scarface. He's the Canadian Scarface. Hey, I can't even have a baby with her culo's so polluted, eh? She's a hoser.
Enterprise, cocaine trafficking, and murder in an operation stretching across the US, Canada, Mexico, and Colombia. More charges, including murder, witness tampering,
Think he
money
raced bikes?
laundering,
I would
and drug
hope.
trafficking were added by prosecutors in November.
Otherwise,
this
he
year.
just has
at least a dozen other people
$40
have been
million
arrested
in
connection to the
motorcycles for
case.
fun.
As of the start of December, Wedding was believed by authorities to be under Sinaloa cartel protection in.
All right, yeah, whatever. I don't really care about all that. I was more here for the motorcycles. And now we're talking about how an Olympian became a drug kingpin. A drug kingpin. The Scarface game on... Cool, Saint Caesar. Cool. But yes, no, a drug kingpin. Yeah, I don't know how you make that leap, honestly. Like, bouncer to kingpin. Kind of looks like Kevin James. I don't think Kevin James could lose enough weight for the movie, but because of AI, we could probably put him in there if we wanted to make it. We could do it that way. We do have, I think, one other video. I've got about 15 minutes left in the program, so I don't want to alarm anyone. But yeah. Oh, I should text somebody to let them know that. I'm sorry. I know the show's going to be over in 15 minutes, but I don't know when people are on their way back, and people might not tell me things. Boom. All right. He lost weight for Here Comes the Boom. Here Comes the Boom. Here Comes the Boom is... I don't know what Here Comes the Boom is. So yeah, I don't know. Zaboomafoo? Who doesn't love Zaboomafoo? Alrighty. We have a rowing team crossing the Atlantic in a competition, which normally I'm about. But apparently they stopped... Oh, we have a video? I thought they did a video. Yeah, they posted a video to Instagram. Let's get to hopefully the link to the video on Instagram. All right, there we are. We'll unmute it. So this is a rowing team in the Atlantic. They're rowing in a competition. They found a sea turtle that was caught up in a net on the way there. So they stopped what they were doing. They were rowing the Atlantic in support of Blue Marine Foundation and the ocean cleanup, and they found this sea turtle. So they just
backwards, because look at what we've found. We have a turtle in a net, and we're going to free him. We can do it. Do you want to bring the whole thing on board so that we?
It's a bit heavy too.
Okay. It's okay, little thing.
Yeah, keep telling him he's okay. He's only a sea turtle who's been trapped in a net, and now he's being violently pulled out of the water. I can't imagine why he's freaking out right now.
Okay, let's get it from around his neck. Hold him if you can.
No offense, I don't mean to critique you quite so harshly, but as someone who has never ever freed a sea turtle from a net, wouldn't you kind of free the neck region first? Like when it's on him and it's not going to move too much, like you free that region first. Because what if, and I'm just spitballing here, what if you're cutting him loose and he starts flailing around like a crazy and ends up choking himself out? I feel like we should kind of clear up the neck region to prevent that exact problem. Just a thought. Let's spool around in there for a bit.
Yeah, got him. Yeah. So I got him. From that, get around his neck.
Following the grade saying, I miss the days of sea monsters when something would swim up and eat this fucking boat. Do we know that there really were sea creatures that big that would swim up and eat this boat? That's a different sort of snowboarder. Very true, Arch Magnus Tim. He switched to a whole different kind of powder. You're not going anywhere. Oh, no. Catching dinner. I mean, yeah, maybe the turtle was using the net to catch dinner and you ruined his day. Yeah, he's just, yeah, he's just trawling with that net. Catch a few fish, catch a few shrimps. There you go. But you guys had to show up and decide you knew what was best.
There's another one.
Now he's going to starve. His family's going to starve. You've killed an entire turtle pod or whatever they're called, and you feel no guilt. Dicks. Dicks.
You can do it, you can do it. It's all right, loads of time. Jono's keeping hold, yeah? You just don't let him go even once he's clear, and then we can make sure.
What do you mean?
Hang on, just bring him round this way. Round this way.
He wants to leave. He wants to leave. Let him go.
Watch his mouth. Watch his mouth.
He's fine. It's okay.
Who is that? Arch Magnus. I don't see any soda can rings. I declare shenanigans. You probably should. Love animal rescue videos, especially small tigers and foxes. Well, this is a ocean one. I don't control what animal videos are available. I just play you what I can find. And Mr. Q, I think, was kind of the overall start of it. I do like animals. I am an animal enthusiast. I think animals are awesome. I love watching Planet Earth and animal documentaries. I love learning about animals. So, I'm good with it, but it's just been a thing. I don't get to pick them. We have a couple. I have a squirrel rescue video. Well, not video. I have a squirrel rescue story, and it's all in pictures. So we were going to do that, but it was all in pictures. We'll let this kind of round up. I've got my my 420 burn, and then we'll kind of wrap the whole thing up. We're bringing her to a close, so we're running out of time.
Bring him forward. Well done.
See if we can find something else
one
good
leg
to talk
forward.
about.
One leg forward. Don't let him go up to you. Just hold him for a minute. Yeah, you want him? I've got him. You check the back legs.
If the net ain't a rockin', let the turtle get a walkin'. Like, dude, he wants to go.
I'm gonna keep hold of this. Keep the net away from the rudder. Yeah. Nice. Right, I got hold of the net. Yes, it's clear. It's clear. Right.
Hang on, this one bit.
Okay, one bit. Get it with your knife.
There you go, mate.
Are we good? One more bit with the knife.
Hang on.
What the is the beeping thing? Could we turn off the beeping? Either your boat is sinking or something's on fire. Either way, you guys should be paying attention to that. If this bitch grabbed me with like that with a knife, I'd freak out. Yeah, I would too. Saints, these are also Happy New Year's in case people are not here tomorrow. Well, hey, we might be some of those people. It depends. It's all about the PC staying alive. And we'll do that. As Moses said, let my turtle go. Let my turtle go.
Okay.
Now get back to rowing your stupid boat. And somebody turn off that smoke detector.
Fucking great.
This is not usually the group of people you would see and expect to hear something along the lines of, it's not right. It's a smoke alarm not working for white people. It's not a stereotype, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, stick to your culture. That's appropriation. Let them have their own things. You don't need to steal everything. But this lady decided she's too good to get a 9-volt. So, I guess all of you. Why does a boat need a smoke alarm? You're right on the water. Somebody put that fire out. I can't imagine how we'd pull that off, sir. We're just surrounded by all this water. Alrighty. Digger, squirrel. What about a squirrel? Well, I mean the squirrel story. Like I said, the squirrel story is don't knock that over. In case the engine catches fire. It's a rowboat. The engine was the 3 people in the video. It's a there's no engine. It's a robot. Anyways, where is? There we go. Nope. Sea turtle rescue. That was the sea. Oh, that was the sea turtle rescue. All right. There we go. Oh, I actually had it. We'll clear these 3 off. Just to make things easier. It's turtle powered. Oh, yeah. And I am now too. Oh, shit, I missed it. Again, don't do this unless you're an adult. This is a professional in a closed setting. Do not try at home. God, that's a lot. Dear Lord. Some people are not built to do that. I don't know that I am anymore. Oh, Lord. Oh, thank Christ I don't have to go out after this is all done. I'm just going to get a cup of water, sit on the couch. In like an hour, I'll have my daughter come down. We'll just watch TV and be, Johnny, pace yourself. Pace myself with what? That was the last one. It was the last one. I don't even mean pace yourself. It's everything we owed. Did you take your pill? No, I didn't. They're over there. I'll take them later, though, but thank you. We're getting up against it. I'm running out of the ivermectin, and going to have to decide if we're going to stay on that or not. We'll see. Squirrel. All right, they're demanding the squirrel article. This is a Facebook post. I was hoping it had a video. It does not apparently have a video. Let's go to this. Bam. Earlier today, our Quint 2 Group B crew was dispatched to a rather unique rescue. Upon arrival, firefighters found a squirrel in distress with its head stuck in a small drain hole on the side of a dumpster. Binghamton police officers worked to stabilize the scene and, through quick thinking, initiated extraction efforts before fire personnel arrived. Using patience, care, and a very gentle touch, our firefighters were able to safely free the squirrel. Once released, the little guy wasted no time, making a speedy getaway, seemingly unharmed and probably a bit embarrassed. No matter the size of the call, we're always ready to help. Another successful rescue and one very relieved squirrel back to business as usual. So there you go. He was stuck. What did they butter his face and push him through? And then they released him. So yeah, they got him through. Now they're just holding him. They put him down. I'm going to say this, very, very jelly of this moment. I would love to hold a wild squirrel. Can you share this squirrels articles site? Just curious. Oh, I totally can. I totally can. It's a UPI article. UPI is one of the news sources I go to for my my wacky, wild stuff. Here is the UPI article for the squirrel story, which will also give you the link to the Facebook post. So yes, they found the guy. I'm glad they got him out. I've held a lot of wild squirrels. They were already dead, but see, that's not what I'm like. I mean, Mr. Q, I appreciate that, but I don't want to hold a dead squirrel. Arch Magnus, thank you. You're very welcome. I don't want to hold a dead squirrel. I'm saying I want to hold a live one. Like, I love my neighborhood. We have black squirrels here, and I've never lived in a neighborhood with black squirrels before. I love the black squirrels in this neighborhood. We had one who Ivy's mother named Krieg from the Archer cartoon. Anyways, it was a little baby squirrel, and he'd cover this one spot in a tree that had kind of split into 3 stalks. So he, like where they came together, we used to put treats and food there. He used to covet that spot and he used to kind of guard it. He'd even bark at you. He was just a cute, aggressive little baby squirrel. I wonder where he is now. Sorry. Don't know how to fix it. Don't know how to fix what? What if they're dead? Are they helping you? Squirrels do Saturday night was an awesome thing. Squirrel stew Saturday night was an awesome thing. I don't know, are who helping me? They all look the same. Sorry, don't know how to fix it. What is Hooters Girl? I don't know. What are we talking about now? What did Hooters... Now I'm trying to figure out what... I'm getting ready to go. What did Hooters Girl say? Oops, didn't mean to hide that message. Oh. I heated up pumpkin pie. Oh, here we go. Hide user on this channel? No, whatever. I heated up pumpkin pie. I'm just waiting for the Cool Whip to thaw. I hope you enjoy that. And yes, SH's thing was a mistake. It's all good. I've had squirrel. It tasted like turkey. Then I don't know if I want to have squirrel. Here's I could eat a squirrel if I had to. Rabbit, I bet tastes awesome. Never had rabbit. Squirrels only slightly better than groundhogs and raccoons. Yes, I don't think I want to eat squirrel. I don't think I want to eat squirrel. Although I've never had raccoon either, I guess, if I'm honest. Or groundhog that I know of. Lab Glass, I think you owe me some Doc Hoots. Oh, you want... well, like, for all the other ones. We did the Hype Train ones. We did the 4 Hype Train ones over the course of the show. That was the 4th one. I'll give you one to close, and I mean, BBS. What's BBS? Be back soon. Oh. Well, here, I'll give you a Doc Hoot to close the show. Ever had goose? No, I've never actually had goose. I've had octopus. I've had bison. I am interested to try alligator. I've had frog. I've had lamb. Beef, obviously. Pork, obviously. Chicken, turkey. All the ham stuff. Trying to think of anything really, really weird. I mean, I've eaten Vietnamese squid jerky. It tasted like ass. I didn't like it. Duck is really good. Never had duck. Never had duck. Arch Magnus saying gator is pretty good. That's what I've heard. I've heard gator tail is fucking phenomenal. And oh boy, do I want to find out. Big black squirrel. What about big black squirrel? Oh, BBS, big black squirrel. Oh. Had dog once. It wasn't bad. Don't think I could. I like dogs. I like dogs. Anyways, we'll do this last burn and we'll get out of here. We will be back tomorrow. It will be me, Digger, and Brian. We will attempt to hold the show together. I will probably do a different format tomorrow because this way, if one of us goes down, the other two can keep the ball in the air until I get back. You know what I mean? It'd be nice. I think Johnny's Exotic Meats is going to need a new CEO. Why? It's not even a real business. I can't run it. Honestly, as long as I'm still collecting a check and I've got like a 51% share in the company, I'm kind of okay with it. You know how to tell a female black squirrel? By her blonde wig. Oh! All right, so we've been Johnny. You've been an audience. We're going to get out of here. We'll be back with Digger and everything tomorrow. So be sure to check us out. Brian joining us as well. Yeah. And we'll hoot on our way out.
Hey world, what should we do? All the jokes have become the news. Take the black pill they're prescribing you. Game over. Game over. Game over. Game over. There is nothing to say, nothing you can do. The government and media just lie to you. Sit back and laugh, it's overdue. Game over. Game over. Game over. Game over. The host is a cripple, he can't stand gravity or the man. Game over. Game over. Game over. Game over. The show is the chat Johnny doesn't understand. We don't care what he has.